That has replaced my most proud moment of tying my shoes. Tying my shoes is now my second proudest moment.
Back when you were 18?
I was talking about yesterday, man.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh,
I learned how to tie my shoes this morning.
I want you guys to know I'm going to be at work tomorrow, and I'm still going to be mad that no one else harmonized. I'm going to take it out on some random inmate.
You should.
Give me a high C.
You're gonna walk into, you're gonna be hanging out, and it's gonna be like the one inmate that's actually kind of nice. It's like his name's Bob or something, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing today?" And you'd be like, "You know what? Fuck you, Bob."
All I did was steal a can of Pringles. Like runs off crying.
Hail Emperor! Fuck you!
I'm only in here for like 4 days, man. Lay off.
All right. Yeah, are we live?
Yep,
or are we waiting to be live?
If all y'all are done bullshitting, we're good.
Wow, what do you mean? Are we done bullshitting? All we do is bullshit.
Oh, that's right.
All right, cool. Hi, Internet. Hi, players. We're diving into this. We got music rolling. We got a DM who doesn't know what he's doing, and we got some players who actually know how to play the game. So.
Okay. No, hold up.
Nope.
3 of them know how to play the game, and one of them is me. I said that all wrong. Shut up.
The last time, you guys got a nice, fast-paced ticket well north towards your destination of Flint's hometown, which was the deal that had been struck well back about a couple months ago player time, but only about a week or so ago game time. Where everyone was going to help figure out why Flint's hometown had been attacked and he had been transported halfway across the planet. In return, he was going to help you guys find the next artifact that was on your list of MacGuffins that the initiator of this entire campaign had sent you on. So you obliterated a undead stone giant who, for his best attempts at regenerating, could not stay alive. You went back to the bizarre, somewhat fey waycaster that was able to give you guys a little bit of insight into your backstories and what's going on around your characters. And in return, she kind of teleported all of you fairly successfully because of a nice high roll. Only a couple hours south of Flint's hometown, which was your current destination. When you landed, you found yourselves in a nice kind of highland valley, pretty sparse trees, some tundra grasses, some like a couple different rams off in the distance, just kind of grazing, some nice or big rocky cliff-like mountains to the east and the west, and some more far off in the north. But where you ended up, it was early morning, so there's still a bit of dew stuck to the ground, but where you've landed, it is much clearer. There are no bizarre undead mists around. There's a nice crisp morning air in the highlands, and you see off in the distance a small camp, like a family just traveling. They seem to be gathered around one of the trees that are sparsely dotted around the area. Not so much for cover, just more like, hey, here's a landmark. We can actually, if everybody wanders off from camp, you just point to the tree and that's where we are. So you can see a little bit of smoke floating up from their morning campfire that had probably burned out overnight. And just they're milling about, finishing up breakfast, things like that. And the morning is yours in this nice new environment.
Might want to drop the music just a tad. Not a whole lot, but it's just slightly too loud.
I just did. Guess I gotta drop it.
Wintermite, you're the.
I think Flint and Will were going to go say hi, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Will's just gonna
all just go.
Yeah, Will's gonna be just like smiling.
There's 5 of you, so you guys can figure out if you're all going or not.
I mean, we should probably just go.
Yeah.
Like,
There may be, I want to say, 50 to 100 yards off from you. You just landed from a weird teleport spell, so your spatial awareness is a little off, but they're not like right in your face, and they're not a mile away.
Interesting.
You're getting better at this spatial teleportation thing, Flint.
Spatial distancing? You got it.
I don't know. You guys are still at least 6 feet apart. You know how to social distance, but this is weird, like teleportation distance.
I believe Will and I were sneaking, or Will was sneaking.
Oh yes, let's go kill them.
That is not the intent.
Yeah, I was just
Sorry.
going because I can cast my thing. Plus, I have a good bonus.
well, I hope none of you are relying on enhanced ability for me, because I forgot that spell during my update last night.
Are you guys?
Who you are?
Are you approaching? Is the approach intended to be unseen or seen?
I'm gonna let Flint make that decision.
I can walk straight up. Will can be unseen, but
Flint, give me a perception check. Actually,
you got it, Daddy-O.
roll
One
some dice.
perception
Let's
check.
do some dice and dragons here.
You know that last time I rolled dice, it was phenomenal. So let's.
I mean,
follow it up with
it's a new
more-
day.
That
Oh,
doesn't
it's a
mean
new
shit
day.
about Dick.
Lucky.
What did you say about a new day?
Whoop whoop.
To what?
Do you have your portent dice? Are they ready
that was
for
like, I
today?
think the last thing we did, we rested and then I did those.
Okay.
Because I got a
Okay,
2 and a
I-
10.
Okay, so Flint, good news. The DC on this was incredibly low.
Oh wow! it's
They
like
look
2.
they look very familiar. Not personally, but their traditional garb and the stuff they're carrying. This looks like a camp of the type of pilgrims you would usually see heading up to the Sentinels. They're dressed very meagerly, and they're carrying only what they absolutely need for the trek. They don't look like they're particularly road weary, so you assume they're from a nearby province, if not from right here in Grimspire.
Yeah, but like, what are they? Are they?
It's a family of halflings.
Oh God. Okay. Guess I'll approach them.
I will also approach.
Oh no.
Now that I know they're small.
They're not
No, go-
threatening. It's very natural.
Okay, so Flint's approaching. Will is just following Flint's lead, and Blaskin has decided to chase after the humanoids.
Call it chase after. I'm just walking with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
gotcha.
all walking as a group.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm following
Cool.
Flint's lead because this is his home. He knows better than we do.
Fair enough. So yeah, you guys approach. You're about halfway there when one of them a larger one kind of catches your eye.
They all pull out crossbows.
Yeah. No,
This is what I was
sorry.
hoping to avoid.
You catch their eye. You immediately just kind of see a hearty wave as they're dumping out a pail and heading back to their fire. But
I will
you
give
make
them
an-
a big smile and a large dwarf wave back, as big as that could possibly be.
What
like
time of
one
day
arm.
is this?
All right, hold on. They got to make a con save on that one.
Oh God!
Yeah, I feel like I should make a con save
Is
on
this
that. I don't
morning?
think Flint Witcher might ever smile.
Yes, you guys traveled early morning, and this happens to be, based on the globe, in the same time zone. So it's also early morning where you landed, and the same day, because somebody asked that last time.
Yes. I thought for sure
And
this
that-
is going to be one of those. Oh yeah, you teleported to the right place.
6 months late.
So yeah, it's you guys still have the long shadows of the early morning coming in from behind you, or to your, I don't know, wherever the sun rises. And yeah, you approach the group. They're
Greetings and well met.
was
Just
that
trot up all happy and friendly.
okay? The larger male kind of turns back around and returns your greeting, and you just hear, "Oh, hey, welcome! I see we got at least one of you that's a pleasant type.
Just smile real big.
Where you from?"
Quite a ways away. Probably never been there. It's a place across the ocean.
"Oh yeah, we haven't gotten on one of the boats yet. Kind of staying pretty busy back in the glaive."
And we're here with a friend.
You-
And I point to our friendly dwarf. Like, this is his lands. Or where he's from, at least. Not that he owns them.
"No, you from? Oh, nice. No, we're from North Freydal."
You just turn and look at the dwarf for him to go ahead and
I
jump
need
in.
a map. Do we have a map? Oh my god, I hate every time I go to look for the map.
Just go to maps and look up Crappy.
Yeah, Crappy Arconis.
No, so you recognize that they're from the province just to the south of you. North Freydal, Grimspire, and Windhold are one of the triplets. So there's still free border crossing between those three.
I keep looking for it in C's, and it's lost and found images. I'm so sad. Anyway. I'm gonna...
Die?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, our friend here has the coronavirus. You might want to stay away.
How long
Oh,
have you been on your trek?
only about, oh man, was it 3 or 4 days? I mean, yeah, it's not been too bad.
Any word from up north about anything?
I mean, to be honest, I was gonna ask you that. Look, he just kind of, he pauses for a second. You see him just kind of scan the group. Are you all from here? You just kind of wandering? I didn't see you guys approach.
Yeah,
Been traveling for several days. We come,
we've been bouncing around.
Yeah.
name whatever the place was we traveled from. Yeah, many weeks ago. We left port over there.
And I'm trying to remember what he what the landmass that we're coming from was. What was
So
Started with an
when
continent that we were on?
when Lucky name drops the southern port, you kind of see him not really pull back, but just he looks a little more like his pleasant demeanor drops a little bit. From across the border.
We come in from this day from across the ocean.
Yeah. Oh.
That's where we landed, where our ship had berth.
What's the southern continent called again? Or the continent south of this one, I should say.
I should just make you guys take notes.
You should.
Good.
To be fair, I do have the notes as to the planets.
The
Oh
important
no,
stuff.
that one I'm gonna have to.
Silver
I'll
Point
let you
was
know in a second.
down
So you let him know which continent you're from.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have the name of the continent. I have the name
I just
of the
say
town
across
we
the sea
we went to
because
first.
I'm from a
Oh
different
wait, southern
plane.
continent is Bellador, right?
There we go.
Thank you. Okay, let me make sure that I add that to my notes. Jesus Christ.
You guys crossed the Tessamere Sea between Bellador and Kestal.
Costa.
I don't elaborate on where I'm from, just across the ocean.
Yeah. So we'll kind of jump in and like name drop Bellador to just kind of calm them down a little and be like, well, we're not from the Gold Strand. We just are passing through.
So you see him go from defensive to more curious, like, how
You know what would make this better? Instead of standing here talking, we should have breakfast and talk.
Roll me a perception, or I'm sorry, a persuasion check real quick. Or deception, whatever you want to roll that as, actually.
No, I'm not trying to
They're
deceive.
probably the
I want
same, but-
breakfast.
Alright, yeah. Persuasion check then.
Where's my persuasion?
They're probably working on second breakfast.
You see his demeanor kind of immediately light up, and he's like, he gives you like some sideways finger guns both towards you. Yeah, totally, breakfast, let's go.
I've
We
got
were just working
pocket
on that.
sausage too. We've had for the road. And Chris
Oh, my favorite. And some coffee over here. So yeah, he leads you back to there's 4 of them in total in their little camp. There's 1 wagon set up, there's a couple small ponies, and they're all kind of situated around. There's 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and then his significant other. And they just kind of cobble breakfast together. They'll take whatever you want to throw in, and just kind of try to make idle chit chat. Eventually, it does come kind of back around to the guy that was speaking with you. He's let you know his name is Harglin. Just when you guys were trading a little bit of intros, his wife Claire, and then his 2 kids Tebin and Ham. And then he just kind of, when chatter just kind of slows down a little bit, he just, so I'm really curious, honestly. I mean, this is the farthest north I've ever traveled. This is the first time we all took a pilgrimage ourselves. How did you make it all the way? I mean, did you sail around? Or, because the borders have been closed for years.
Well, there might have been a little bit of magic involved.
Really?
Yeah, we've come to help his family at Gramspire.
We're headed back to Dungram.
Oh, we're headed right that way. I mean, it's on the path anyway, you know.
You might want to move slowly and or not at all and head home. It's not safe up north.
Oh man, I really didn't want to hear you say that.
He said a pilgrimage. Where y'all headed?
Oh well, this one probably knows. I mean, he's from this area. He's pointing to Flint. We're headed up to the Sentinels up on the. I mean, do you know? I guess you don't if you're from places otherwise. I don't travel that much, so I don't know how much this gets out or not. There's a long string of islands to the north, or off the north coast here. People have been, used to be at least, pilgrimaging from all over the place up to there for a while. Big statues made to the different gods, you know? I mean, it's like they carved them out of the actual, rocks of the islands and stuff sitting off the coast. It's really a spectacle to see. There's some bridges built, and there's some smaller temples and stuff. I mean, you gotta go at least once in your life, at least if you ascribe to anything. But yeah, we're making our way up there. There's a couple stops along the way. It seems to be only folks north of the border in the Freydals get to go anymore unless they're sailing around. So yeah, it was weird to hear y'all were from somewhere else, but no, look, my brother, we both run a milling shop down in the Clave in North Freydal, and well, he was supposed to take his family and then come back, and then I was supposed to take mine, but it's been like a week and a half, and we were expecting him to be gone like 6 days, and I haven't heard from him. So then we took off, maybe hoping to run into him on the road and be like, hey, get back to the fucking shop, because I put a sign on the door and people are waiting. And nothing.
We've only been
now.
You can keep going.
Well, now I'm just worried. You said, don't go north, and
So okay, from when he left this land and met with us, how much time has passed till we've gotten back to here?
I think it's been 5 maybe 6 days.
Well, it's been at least a week since you left where you were.
No, I'm talking about when he arrived, like at Haversham.
Well, yeah, same day.
Is it? Okay, I thought we'd been out like close to a month or so, or more.
No, the boat
Well,
ride took a
I
couple of
mean,
days 'cause-
game time versus player time. Yeah.
No, I meant
It's like a
game,
month.
game time. I thought we'd been
I think
gone quite a while.
the boat ride took like 2 or 3 days, and we were
Yeah.
in
So.
Nistay for 2 days.
Mhm.
And
And then
before
you
that,
spent
we were
2
there
days
for-
kind of distance hopping between the teleport to Vesper and the teleport to here.
Mhm.
So
I guess in
It's
my
been about a
brain's
week.
like, hey, we traveled across from continent to continent. That's probably a couple weeks there. I'm not remembering how long it actually took.
yeah, you guys are doing this weird teleporty business.
I can. So he left on his journey just before I got abducted, I suppose. This is what it sounds like.
Was that when the war, when the fighting broke out, or had it been going?
That's when it had reached my town.
Yeah, I don't know what all you have let them know or not. I mean, did you do like a full, hey, backstory disclosure when you ran into them, or?
I mean, I told him about
Probably as we've been traveling and
know,
getting to know
probably-
each other, more's opened up.
what I knew about what had been happening.
Okay, so as far as you guys have been storied from Stoic Flint here, things were mostly okay where he was from, and then there was this massive fight that broke out that seemed to be almost instantaneous because folks were just kind of apparating out of nowhere before he was sent across the void to where you were. So it was kind of like a D-Day, like immediate attack kind of thing that he was then left out of and has been trying to get back to ever since.
And how far is your place from these sentinels?
It's
Where the
I
fighting
mean,
started?
which side are the Sentinels on? Are they on the west or the east side?
So if you were to place it all out, it's you guys, and then north to Dun Moreau, and then north to the Sentinels. So
So we're like a straight line between the Sentinels.
kind of the Pilgrim's Path winds a bit to the west before it hits the northern coast, but yeah, in terms of general planning, it's north shot from here past your hometown to where the Pilgrims are trying to go.
Is it like how far of a ride? Or, is it a day out, a week?
It's like a day out from Dun Moreau from his hometown to where people generally start to see the Sentinels or finish their trek or set up camp and do their devotions or whatever. And you guys are only about an hour or two. Well, yeah. He would have probably let you know. You guys are only about an hour or two south of where his town is.
Yeah, so from what Flint's told us, sounds like your brother may have been caught up in that that's I think about the same time, isn't it, Flint?
Aye. It's about the same time.
Well, that's weird because I've seen other people come back. Like, I mean, I
Don't
know.
sound negative. I mean, your brother may be fine, but from the stories Flint's told, there was fighting broke out about that time.
Oh, really? It's a mess. He's got like his hand over his mouth and his little like stubble beard. Like,
It was the damn Carbillis.
the what?
Carbillis. There was a.
Is that a
Was it
monster?
was it that bitch Carol Baskins?
There was the
Bitch.
sister nation that slaughtered my home.
Is there a war going on up here? Good lord.
That's what I thought, but
We haven't gotten any news of that.
I expected a little bit of smoke in the sky by now, or some more unsettling news than seeing more people on their pilgrimage.
I mean, we passed someone just yesterday that was on the way back. They said, yeah, they got, a nice hot meal, safe place to stay. They were there with a couple other families. Nothing they mentioned.
The safety in numbers, maybe we can all head that way together after breakfast.
You see him just kind of take a slow look at his family, and his wife is just kind of holding his hand tighter.
Now, how far? You said it's about an hour and a half. We're an hour and a half out from Flint's home.
Yeah, just a couple hours travel.
Yeah, I can see the concern right there, and I totally understand not wanting to take your family, but if there's also no problems, then there's no need for you not to enjoy yourselves. Will, would you mind scouting? I can help speed you on your way if it's only an hour and a half.
Yeah, I can absolutely. What kind of terrain is this as well?
It was.
I know you said it was kind of like a valley, right?
Well, it's highland terrain, so very
Okay.
sparse vegetation. It's mostly tundra grasses, rocks.
So it
kind
wouldn't
of.
quite count as either a forest or a mountain.
No.
Damn it. All right, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't quite give you the bonus either way.
I don't know, Highlands are kind
Oh,
of
well, that's
mountainy.
If you started climbing higher in elevation, I'd give you the mountain points, but
Okay, that's fine.
You can head out. Let's eat some breakfast and let's try to talk about more pleasant things. And then after breakfast, I'll cast haste on him. While it doesn't last a whole lot, that will give him a big initial boost if he's basically triple moving.
awesome. So Will is just chipmunk scrambling everywhere in front of you guys for an hour.
Well, I'm assuming that he doesn't cast it until after.
Yeah, say we're gonna have breakfast, and then when Will's ready to
Yeah.
head out, say it's only 1 minute, which sucks, but that's still 10 rounds of triple movement for him to get a good head start.
Oh, it only lasts for a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Will, good news. You roll me perception check with advantage.
Ooh. I like the sound of that. Perception. Let me go ahead and make sure I click advantage.
He's so fast.
Good thing I had that advantage. I rolled
Awesome.
a 4.
You have a great ability to scan the road in front of you guys, and even further forward, because you will run forward and then run back for about a minute, and you don't see anything bad. After that minute, you feel tired, and you guys keep going. But no, the road continues to wind north. You make your way over a couple crests.
Do I
into
notice, particularly, do I notice anywhere that I could get to up high that would give me a great view further beyond? Like, are there any outcroppings, anything, any cliffs, anything in particular that looks like it'd be a great vantage point?
Can I retcon that?
Like, for example, is there an eagle? Is there an eagle, like an Assassin's Creed eagle nest somewhere, and I can climb up to it and?
No, I say to help him out, because I can do for 10 minutes. I can cast fly on him.
Oh, dang!
I can cast Find Steed and be off with Will, and you guys can walk your fucking happy ass your way wherever.
Plus,
So I actually have a weird solution to this. I could technically cast Conjure Animals and create 4 war horses.
This is just for a scouting, so he can head off
Yeah.
to see
Well,
if there's
I was
any
gonna
trouble
just use my
between here and the
slippers
town.
of spider walking and just climb up a fucking mountain.
Yeah, but you can't climb up the thin air that Fly would let you do.
That's true. Fly would be better.
Well, let's just like funnel this down. What are you guys trying to
I
do?
just-
And let's
yeah,
see
what's
if we
our
can just
goal?
let
How-
you guys do that.
Well,
Do
no,
I
that's what I'm
wanna-
saying.
how
He's
far
an hour
ahead
and a
am I
half
trying to
out.
scan?
We'll go by himself to scout to see if there's any trouble between here and there, so this family can know, hey, can they move with us safely, or do they need to turn away? Because if it's clear
Like,
between
I
here and the
guess-
town,
I'm just trying to look for
Okay.
signs that there's been disruption. Like maybe I'm looking for smoke. Maybe I'm looking for tracks.
Okay.
Maybe I'm looking for groups of armed and dangerous-looking people.
Gotcha. So
Groups of
so basically,
murderers.
you got a 60-foot fly speed now, so you can move 120 foot a turn
Okay.
for 10 minutes, so that you
Which
can
is-
cover a shit ton of ground.
which I believe that's 4 times your usual movement speed.
Okay. So
Okay.
then what I'm going to look for is I'm going to, as stealthily as I can, because obviously if I'm just flying in the middle of the sky, people will notice.
Especially
I'll
with your flashy garb.
Exactly.
Do you want invisibility?
Yes, please.
Let's just stack everything on this guy. He's
Invisibility on Will.
Hey, wait. Is
I'm
there a
sorry, I'm
range?
invisible.
Is there a range on either of these?
Not
That's-
not for whenever. I mean, for casting, yes. For it to work, no.
Okay. As long as you guys are concentrating on the element that you put on him.
So he can travel 2.2 miles in like that time, if I'm calculating correctly.
Yeah. So I'm based on how long travel was supposed to take you guys. He can get about halfway there.
Wow.
I mean, he can't get back in that time.
No, that cuts down an hour and a half trip to like 45 minutes or thereabouts.
So is
So-
the plan
so if-
that I'm going to go all the way there and then just come back with my with
Hey,
what
you're
I
gonna go
saw,
scout.
or are you guys going to just follow me?
I was
As soon
thinking
as I do that.
it's a scouting mission. If it's only an hour and a half out, even if you did it on foot,
It wouldn't
we
take
wait
long.
3
if I did
hours
if I
for you to get there and back.
yeah.
So is the idea that any of you guys are traveling with the family, or did you all just book it north and,
No,
and say, hey,
Will's
if we
the
see a
only
problem?
one. We're staying with the family because you said them looking worried, and then told there's war. His brother may be missing. I'm like, well, we could travel as a group for safety, and then they're like looking real concerned. It's like, okay, how about we'll scout ahead, see if the path is clear. If there's any trouble, then
See-
y'all can know if they can come with, or if they need to
So
get home.
basically, if I see any trouble, then I'm just going to turn around and fly back with whatever I have left. But if I get to the full extent and I don't see any trouble, then I guess I'll just take the rest of the way on foot.
And that's when they successfully ambush you by yourself.
Yeah, I was about to say this.
Not the first time that jackass has just left and
Tell you
done the
what.
same thing.
How about
Oh.
can Blaskin turn into something small that I can take with me?
I can't fly anymore. I have a fear of flying. You can't do
Listen.
After that lizard
I'll
got
put you.
dropped.
I'll put you in like my pocket. You
I'll
won't
put you
even
to
see
sleep.
anything.
that. Nope.
Blaskin,
Shh, only dreams now.
what can I bribe you with? What do you want? You want another plant?
No, this isn't like
I'll
I
get-
can't do it, man. I
I'll
literally
get
got
you-
a fear of like heights.
Blaskin,
Episodes ago.
Blaskin, look at-
Scooby Snack.
look
He
at
can
me,
skim across
Blaskin.
the
I
treetops,
smack
you won't be way up.
Blaskin, and then I wince when my hand starts to hurt. Get a hold of yourself, man.
You like turn around and hope no one sees you. Like, like waving your hand in the air. You're gonna have to roll a persuasion check.
All right. I'll attempt to persuade.
We'll say this is a 16.
Ooh,
At 1.
I only have a +1, so
Yeah, that's not.
Nope.
That's not gonna do it.
You need him
Blaskin's
to
just like,
resist.
no, I'm
Will,
never going to the air again. I
Will,
swear,
do
never
you need
again.
him to fail that roll?
can I what?
Do you need him to fail that roll? I can make it happen.
No, I need to succeed. I need 16 or more.
Yeah, but see, he should.
So, because I'm trying to persuade him to go.
What's the
with me.
counter to a persuasion? Is it charisma?
I thought we were just gonna do it like I could just pick to go with him or not, sort of thing. But if he's gonna like
it'd be
roll it like
insight.
that, yeah, let's do that. That's even more fun.
No, so that was his persuasion roll. So there needs to be a counter roll for
it
you if
typically
it's a
should
contested
be
roll.
Insight to kind of like you're trying to pick up their motives and reasons.
So
what am I rolling?
Would he roll another? He would roll his own charisma check, or would it be
Yeah, they're
charisma
opposed.
save?
Wisdom.
Would it be like a charisma save though? Since I'm
No,
technically
No,
like
it's not a
so-
save. It's opposing skills. It typically would be like insight for him to try to. You're trying to persuade him. He's wanting to kind of, why are you doing this? Are you tricking me? What's going on?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can roll insight.
I think that counter with with an insight roll.
well, 12 beats 4.
But a
Yeah,
2
I'm just
doesn't.
Only barely.
Oh no, never mind. Because he's got a +4. So
Yeah, I only had a +1.
say I can make his roll a 2.
I actually had to roll a nat 1 to try to not immediately win that.
Yeah, the only way.
Oh yeah.
Well, it would be an automatic fail.
And I can't give you a roll because 10's my best, so I can't even make you go higher.
Blaskin's just gonna outright refuse to go with you. He looks at you. He's like, "No, I won't do
Could
it.
you make
I haven't-
mine a
it's too
10
soon.
and his
It
a
was
2?
literally like an hour ago."
So Blaskin, you can see straight through Will's very paper thin confidence that this was going to be okay for you.
Listen, I'm trying to bribe him with a plant.
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah. All right.
That was
I mean,
just
if you're gonna try and
insulting.
bribe him with a plant, could he roll with advantage?
Yes.
I mean, I think that's
So
fine.
roll a
Will
roll
take
a
one
second
more shot.
Okay.
You got to beat a 12.
All right. Just come on. Just. I can do it. I can do it. Yes.
Oh!
Blaskin looks at you, looks at the plant.
I
looks
am
at
going-
you, looks at the plant, and then snatches it out of your hand and says, "Fine."
I
What did he just
gave.
snatch from you?
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I was gonna buy you a plant because I don't have a plant on me.
Oh, sorry. I thought you just had something. That's
No.
my fault.
First,
He's like,
first,
"Fine, but I'm not going to be
first
happy
market.
about it, and I'm going to complain the whole time."
it's okay, Blaskin. First market we get to, we're gonna find you a really nice plant.
Can it be a mossy covered rock?
It can be.
All right.
In fact, if we find a mossy covered rock on our way back, it's all yours.
You like hand me a boulder. You carry
See that?
this motherfucker.
See that one down there? That's yours.
It's like down a
Good
fucking
luck.
sheer cliff.
Yep. So I'd like to also note that will be keeping an eye out for a mossy rock as we are traveling.
Oh my god. Okay.
I would like to be passively perceiving all the mossy rocks around me.
Awesome.
Actually, Will casts locate object,
Oh my god.
and
get
he
all our
will.
spell
It's
slots burned off for
it's
the
a
day.
10
Hold
minute.
up.
It's a 10-minute concentration spell.
Oh my fucking
We
god.
could just go and find a
And-
mossy rock and take it.
The range is
Describe or
1,000
name an object that is familiar
a
to
mossy
you.
rock. As long as that object is within 1,000 feet of
Just-
me.
Just tell him no.
No.
But maybe.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Listen,
Could we just get to the gameplay?
Yeah, sure. So,
Okay, so
I can't cast it, or I did cast it and it failed.
you
Oh. Oh,
You
no, we
tried-
had a long rest. Sorry.
it doesn't take up a spell slot, but you try to cast this spell and it's such a vague target that it doesn't give you any kind of a direction.
Okay.
It's not an object you're specifically familiar with. It's not like a specific thing you've seen, like, oh, the boat that I was on 3 days ago.
Okay.
And so as a result, you kind of
Holy shit.
you reach out with the spell, and it's just like, I don't even feel anything.
Okay. All right, then Blaskin and will like Team Rocket blast off again.
What is Blaskin right now?
Yeah, what is he gonna turn
Carrying him
into?
with you? He's a
I'm
bear.
gonna turn into a rat.
Okay.
Okay, so you got a rat in your pocket and it's just screaming the whole time.
You don't turn it into something like a bat so that you can just fly in case something goes wrong. Be a
Yeah.
terrestrial creature.
He's actually right.
Well, bats are
chosen-
flying rats. Just can he
Or a bird, something that's, like, oh shit, you're
I
falling.
guess
I'm
I'll be
okay.
I'll be a dove.
I was about to say he's a rat upside down in your pocket because you just shoved him in that way.
In that case,
Can't lift into the air if I'm shoved down into the pocket.
All right,
in that
so
case,
you.
I'll offer him my hood as like a little thing to travel on. If he wants to just hang out on my hood.
If he's gonna be a
Yeah, very
bird,
safe.
I'll just let him be a bird. You guys
okay.
go travel north.
Cool. Do we see
Will,
anything?
give me. I want to see 2 perception checks from you because you don't really know what you're looking for. You're just kind of scanning in general.
Okay, so is that just you want me to just do perception with advantage?
Here's the nice one for you. Just be an owl.
no,
It's got a
2
60-foot
perception
flight
checks.
speed, and you
Okay,
can just fly along
2
with him.
perception checks, right?
Sorry,
One
Bradley,
perception.
that was cutting out a bit. What was that?
Sorry. I'm like, just turn into an owl. They have a 60-foot flight speed, so he can just fly with him instead of riding on him, and he gets bonus to perception.
I will not fly. Outright.
Okay, there's my
Also,
second
I
perception.
can't actually pick flight until I'm level 8.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Okay.
so I'm a dove that can't fly. I'm literally just like a tail clipped dove.
Oh,
Glides
that's even
down
better.
there.
You guys went through
It's
all
all
this.
to keep your mind at ease. Like, I've got wings, I'm cool.
I've got a parachute if I need it. I got a parachute if I need it. All right, so Will, you kind of take off. I mean, this is bizarre, new to you, but you get the feel for it in the first couple, like 20 seconds or so, and then you just kind of Superman off because you want to look cool while you do it, and push through the air, and you kind of get a lay of the land up to the north for a good part of the trek. You can see the sprawling. It's a wide valley in front of you. There's mountains to the west and mountains to the east, and they look like the whole thing kind of does an L bend and curves to the west up north. So there's a large wall of very high peaks off in the horizon to the north that are slowly starting to approach, but you don't actually reach them during your flight time.
Okay.
Based on, so I had you do 2 rolls, one for like the first half of the trek, one for the second half of the trek. On the first half, you see a couple different sets of tracks. Looks like various humanoids have been moving through the area. At least one kind of lizard-ish set of tracks in like a small cluster. Maybe it landed. You're not quite sure what specifically it was, but you can detect like that was a beast. Those were some. That's probably a giant. Looks like it walked through here a couple days ago, but doesn't seem to be like nearby right now, based on how long they've been weathered. But nothing particularly alarming in your scan. You do know the general direction of travel. You don't see anything alarming on the distance. There's not like smoke rising from like decimating fires. There's no real signs of like a large scale struggle. Nothing like what Flint was saying. Oh, there's probably a war going on between these 2 cities. There's going to be blood and smoke and fire and apocalypse. None of that. It's very quiet and almost pastoral, serene. Kind of a nice break from your last couple days, honestly. Also, you get to fly, so
I'm 10 times as suspicious as I was.
Brandon over here, like, everything's totally fine. Scott, like, this is even worse.
So was your plan to just touch down and wait for the group, or to head back?
We were going to return to the group after, basically go that distance, just scan for anything, and if nothing was there, then trek our way back, inform them, and then as a group, we're going to go.
Okay.
I would
So
also like to cast once we do land and we do our return trek. I don't know if it'll take an hour or not, but at least for the first hour, I would like to cast Pass Without Trace.
okay.
So that would be on technically, even though Blaskin, I assume Blaskin's just hanging out still as a bird, as a dove or whatever. But I would cast that still on both of us. So he would still be affected. Like he would still basically be affected by it.
Okay, so hold up. Are you casting that on your way back during travel, or on the group when you get back?
On myself and Blaskin when we
So in
touch
case
down
they
and
get
head
tracked
back.
heading back to us.
Yeah, because again, we're checking as we were up top, but I don't know. Technically, there could still be people laying in ambush that we didn't notice.
Okay. Are you so you're stealthing?
Yes, but basically what it does is it
Yeah, it adds plus 10 to your stealth roll.
Exactly.
Okay.
So-
Give me a stealth check.
Cool.
Now, if you're moving at full speed, unless your ranger trait lets you not do it, you have to move half speed going stealth, or roll disadvantage to move normal speed.
Okay, hold on. He's got a funky hood on that does.
Yeah, I also have
thing.
my hood.
He's got a funky hood on.
No, I have
It's the funky cold Medina.
Will Windrider and the funky hood.
The funky fresh hoods.
but I have a cloak of elven kind as well.
Sorry,
thing.
my
That
my
gives
brother was
me
killed by a funky cold Medina.
So that gives me a bonus to my perception checks. And
Was it a funky cold Medina or a wild thing? They sound the same.
Wow, thing.
That's because one ripped off the other.
They're both the same artist, aren't they?
Hang on a sec. Perception checks.
Well, we were in flight. At one point, Blaskin tries to poke his head out and look around, and
He decides not to do that
11's
again.
not good enough. Yep, he goes back. He's like, nah, not today.
Well, you were wisdom perception checks made to see. Okay, so that's right. Wisdom perception checks made to see me have disadvantage.
And you have advantage on dexterity checks made to hide. Okay, so if
in
you're
that
flying at
case,
full speed,
don't
you negate the disadvantage check, so you can just roll your stealth normally. So it's a one roll.
Okay. Well, I thought so. I'm not invisible, right? That's what we came to the consensus on. I didn't.
Not
go
as
into-
the spell, but you're pretty hard to see.
Okay, then yeah. So I would have. So then I would have played that. So I did that when we
I
traveled.
actually believe I cast invisibility on it. Did that already wear off?
Wait, what's the duration?
I actually just had that up, and
If he
Up to an
cast
hour?
invisible. Okay,
Up
then
to
never
an
mind.
hour. Okay.
Then
Then
we could just do
yeah,
invisibility
you
instead.
don't. Never mind. You don't even have to roll. It's fine.
All right, cool. Then yeah. Then when we land, nothing. Don't have to do anything else. So
oh no, he came uninvisible when I turned into a bird. I can't concentrate and turn into animals.
Why can't you?
That's just a thing.
Oh, he can't continue concentration while in wild shape?
You
Oh.
should. Unless it says otherwise, you can maintain concentration.
I mean, because it's still blasting
Shoot.
mentally, right? Like I know that.
He uses the animal's physical stats, keeps all his mental and charisma stats.
I mean, the cloak of elven kind still makes any perception checks to.
Oh yeah, there we go. Third bullet
paper-
point. Transforming doesn't break your concentration on a spell you've already cast.
No, perfect.
Shoot. Right?
Cool. Then yeah. So I was invisible, and even had I not been invisible, any wisdom or any perception checks made to see me would have been at disadvantage as well.
Right.
You're like the predator.
So anyway, you didn't lose your invisibility anyway because you maintained concentration while in your pocket.
Cool. So when we land, where do we end up landing? Like, where does everything kind of run out?
When you're heading back to the group,
Cool.
I mean yeah. You guys are clever enough to try and pace this out, and you're a well experienced traveler. You kind of have a general sense of your pace and the passage of time while you move through terrain. You're on your home plane. You're pretty aware about, the travel of the sun over the sky, so you maintain good control over your time throughout the day. So you can figure out about halfway out based on how long you were told the spells would last. And then
Then
back.
yeah. If all goes well, if I don't see anything, nothing sees me, I don't get attacked or anything, then I scout and then I return to the group.
Yeah,
Just
you have seen evidence of several different beast-like races, but nothing seems to be like directly along the path that seems to be winding northward right now.
Okay.
They've definitely traveled through here. It seems like things are roaming more or less freely right now, but whatever has crossed this path doesn't seem to be like within threatening distance of today's travel.
Okay. So once we return to the group, then I'll relay that, but in like layman's terms, that their tracks they don't seem to be within distance of ourselves, within travel distance of us. I guess I'll mention to not to the family, but I'll mention to Flint that they were of like lizard or reptilian in origin. See if maybe there's anything that he because he didn't say anything about like reptilian or lizard folk up here, right?
No.
Okay, so I'll mention that they appeared to be lizard folk or reptilian in nature, and ask if there's any reptilian races or anyone up here that might kind of fit that description.
No.
Okay.
You haven't heard of lizard folk, but there is definite tales from the higher reaches of the peaks of various
Orcs.
dragon kin, which might have a similar track pattern.
Oh, right.
Would Flint share that with us, or is Flint going to keep that to himself?
The dragon thing, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, but yeah, again, it seems to have passed. I don't reckon that we'll run into anything during our travels, based on what I've seen.
Yeah, see, nothing to worry about. We can all travel together and share each other's company.
Both the kids are still just like sitting there, jaws dropped to the floor, because like Will apparated out of the sky and touched down in like a slow float. And then a rat jumped out of his pocket and became a robot. So they have nothing to say, but Hargland and his wife just give you some eager nods and are just like, right, okay, well, we're definitely out of our depth here, but please, we'll drive the cart, you lead the way.
Unless somebody's got something to do, let's head out.
Yeah, let our travel begin. I'm gonna say that Tony is probably being not only the only female, but also just being a cleric in her own background, is probably gonna just kind of hang out, maybe try and keep the kids calm, I guess.
Sure,
Distracted.
she just hangs out in the back of the covered wagon with them.
More so that I don't really have to worry about her.
Hangs out by the cart. Guards the goods. Yeah,
exactly.
No, it's cute because the kids, when they sit in the back of the cart, they match the size of the cart. But Tony, being human-sized, has to like really hunch over inside like the awning, based on the size of their goods and everything, because it's a halfling family. But no, so she's kind of oversized in the space, but she's keep playing with them and throwing her.
I mean, if she can't fit, she'll just like walk behind, I guess.
No, she fits. It's just more amusing, the size difference.
Okay.
Than anything else.
Is this
When
a
she comes
horse-
back and listens to this, like she always does.
Yeah.
Is this a horse-drawn cart?
Ponies. Yes.
Okay.
I feed the ponies a potion of hill giant strength. I'm kidding. I
Cast
already
some
used
large
that.
on them.
I already used it.
Their barding breaks and they run off into the distance.
Will keep to the front. He'll probably stay about 50 feet, maybe ahead of everyone, just as for tracking reasons,
Okay,
like forewarning, just in case.
sure.
This is Ranger 101.
Yeah, totally. So then you guys just kind of maintain that general column, traveling north.
Is Apples still here? Can Apples like sit on my shoulder, like
Of
fly
course.
above me?
I probably would have actually told Apples to
Yeah.
go with you on
So
your
I'll ask.
trip.
Okay, so I'll kind of say to Apples as well, like keep an eye out, boy or girl. Is Apples a boy or a girl?
You haven't lifted its feathers.
It's non-binary.
All right.
It doesn't identify.
So then I'll say to Apples, I'll say, keep an eye out, thing.
G.
He just does the head thing, and Al does. They
Cool.
cut around.
Looks possessed. Got it. Okay.
Kind of like to think that maybe Will's like kind of fading in and out of vision as he moves ahead of everyone. It's that cloak, man.
Yeah.
It hurts my eyes watching Will walk off.
So
You
the
want to see a
owl's
magic trick,
helping.
Will disappears.
Is the owl assisting Will in his general scouting of the,
Yeah.
the? Okay, so Will, give me a perception check with advantage.
Cool. Perception. Fuck. I just had that. There it is. I perceive danger. An apple hits me in the face.
So cool. You guys trek north for about 45, 50 minutes. Passing, you crest a couple hills, you pass through a couple lower valleys, some choke points. It gets a little dicey as far as like stress and anxiety because it's like you pass at least two locations where like, man, this would be like a great location for somebody to be waiting to ambush, whatever. But Will's running ahead. He's kind of taking some higher spots. He finds at least 3 different rocks he can walk straight up the side of, but the rest of the group's too far back to see it. It looked really cool, though, I promise.
Apples saw it. That's all that matters.
And you make sure that the way is clear. It's almost eerily clear in a way. And as you make your way into a third kind of narrower valley, you rolled mostly high, but not high enough until a very close proximity to where, Will, you're probably 50 feet ahead of the group, but you start to hear a very heavy wing beat downward. And you just start to see out of the corner of your eye a very heavy shadow begin to fall over the top of you guys.
Like on top of me or further back on the group?
Just like from skyward, basically. There's just or something that's becoming larger and larger in the periphery of your vision that you hadn't picked up as you're trekking forward. But you start to, like, at the last second, you start to hear something approaching.
I dodge. Like Piccolo taught me.
Awesome.
Probably a bad teacher because he couldn't get Gohan to dodge either.
Do the rest of us see this? I mean, if it's only 50 foot away, that's like across to my neighbor's house.
I don't know. Is this like a bend? Like, was this a bend? Is like are there rocks? Like, what's block? Are there a lot of trees? Like, what's kind of blocking them?
So I'm basing this on the roll that I made based on your perception check for the creature that I'm rolling for. I'm really trying to BS the reasoning here, but I want to say it's like
maybe I had gotten a little ahead of the more than 50. Maybe I was like 100.
Actually, it would make more sense if you were closer to them, just based on how this.
Maybe it's just we're coming around like a bend kind of thing. There's just a big outcropping of rock right there.
Sure, I'll work with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I mean, close enough. I'm gonna say it was just like the creature we're talking about here just kind of picked like a sun angle, so to speak, where it could just kind of try not to block your line of sight or use the blinding element of the light source to just kind of appear out of nowhere. But it conned you before you conned it is the point.
Got it.
So
does it like attack me or something? Because I know you said I hear the wing beats, and that's kind of like, do I have a chance to like dodge or look at it?
You are basically negating its surprise round.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you guys here. Let me drop folks into where this is going on right now.
Okay, cool.
Let's say you guys just crested this corner, so you're coming up. Okay, so I'm gonna put things. Switch. Fun. I need to share this map, don't I? And then I need to. Oh no, I haven't
Brandon, we
cleaned
can't
the.
see the map. That's because you've all been afflicted with blindness.
Ha ha ha! I need to clean combat tracker. Shoot. It's been forever.
Poop.
Here, where's the quicker delete? Oh no, it's not there. There's still like an undead stone giant zombie in the combat tracker, guys.
There's also that undead
He's
archer
back!
that apples led away.
He told us he didn't.
He fell out of the sky. He's back for you guys. Avarice is not there. Let's get rid of him. Will Blaskin, Lucky Tony. Okay, good. All right. I need everybody to roll initiative real quick.
Okay.
What if I don't?
My map is still blank.
Hey, Brandon, would you look at Primal Sun real quick? I had a quick question.
It should be blank. Yes, what's your question?
Okay.
So, where it says all charges unknown, does that mean if I literally use all 4 charges at once, or if all 4 charges were to be used?
Both.
Okay.
Basically, if you were to expend its full potential, you don't know what that means or what that costs.
Okay, cool.
Should the map be all gray at the moment?
Yes, I haven't given you guys a visibility
Just making
section yet.
Initiative.
I'm gonna put Will a little forward.
I kind of wink at you, I barely see your cloak flutter up ahead, and I just kind of wink and give you a finger gun. Wait, no, I can't. Shit, you're more than 30 foot away. Never mind.
Give him a finger, huh?
Yeah, well, I'll say
So
if he's
Oh, dear.
let him re-roll that one because that's basically a dex check. But yeah, he's too far away. Shit.
So you said he negated the surprise round. With that nat 1, are you sure about that?
Well, I think
Are you sure about that?
You're just slow.
He
So
shows
does
to be 30 foot away
does
from
the
me.
natural one just negate my bonus and I just get a 1 initiative? Like,
Did you roll a? Oh.
Well,
It's
to be
initiative.
fair,
No, I mean,
to be fair, I was fucking around. I was actually fucking around with something when I did that. But I'll take the 1.
Oh, of course you were.
I rolled it fair and square.
it
Map shows you're 30
puts
foot
you
away.
low enough on the initiative roll that it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so I'll just keep the 5 then.
So let me do. Okay. I will say, what's you? Wow, I can't even speak.
I know you said I
people's
was-
visibility. Actually,
I know
No.
you also said that I was trying to perceive the thing if the thing was rolling to
damn it.
perceive me, did it roll at disadvantage because of the cloak?
Oh dear, I think I just crashed the game.
Uh oh.
I think you
Ew.
did too, because I'm not getting any. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
It's so bad though.
Oh, this is like one of my
I
maps.
gotta clean up this horrible gray. I was like, I didn't realize it was working already. So then I was trying to draw a square. It's like, no. All right, so 4 of you are back with the pilgrims, who I
Yeah.
should. Let's see.
It was only 30 foot away from us too, if that
Give
matters.
make them a letter D.
Give
no.
me D.
Make them the D.
P for
A
people.
damily.
So that's the pilgrim card right there. Will, you're up scouting ahead. Apples is with you. You guys are in a somewhat narrow pass. And crashing down right next to Will, if I can add it to the combat tracker.
You cannot.
Oh dear.
You want to move him up a little bit, because he's technically within 30 foot of us, instead of being further ahead.
Eh. Is that better?
That's 35 foot, so I guess so. You said he was 50 foot ahead. So.
Well, no, I pulled him closer back to your group because
Okay.
if he was that far ahead, you guys were probably going to have a better line of sight on whatever was trying to dive out of the sky.
Okay, that's fine.
It's like maybe I
Which had a
stopped
better dex
moving.
roll than he did.
Yeah, maybe maybe I stopped walking when I heard the wings. You guys were
So,
still walking.
well,
so distance or
so-
something.
The way I'm playing this is you had advantage on that roll because you had other people helping to sight for you. And however this played out, the higher roll of the thing that was conning you found whatever angle it needed to show up without everybody else seeing it.
Okay.
Shame.
So
You
they
beat
don't-
your roll by 4.
So they don't see it until it lands next to me.
Or
That was
it comes down with a particular impact,
Okay.
Vim and vigor.
which would be that.
Will is surprised. He waves hello.
So with a very impactful landing, which just misses you with one of the claws, a youngish blue dragon has found its way down into the pass here. Seems to sport a couple scars here and there that you can see across the scales in its torso and one of the wings. Looks like it may have avoided some hunts in the past, but either way, it seems to be enjoying a little bit more freedom currently, and saw a delicious-looking, smallish group meal, and has landed next to William here.
Are these
Ready?
I'm trying to remember. Are dragons are intelligent, right? They're not just like they're not just like super primal.
How many dragons have you run into, Will? One?
Well, I have, yeah, but my grandfather has had some experience with dragons.
Here,
And he told me some stories.
all right.
fought a
Then
lot
give
with
me
dragons.
give me an intelligence roll, Will.
All those sorcerer
Do
bastards.
I know anything about him from studies and arcane stuff?
Sorry, what did you say I was rolling?
So Will can roll me an intelligence check. Lucky,
But
if
it's
you
straight
want to try and
intelligence.
recall anything that you want to shout out, you can give me a separate roll.
On which check, just until her arcana, history, what?
You know
Yeah,
what?
I'll
You've
give
had
you-
multiple sources of info. I will let you pick intelligence, arcana.
Would mine be?
Yeah,
his-
just those two. I think those would be the most that impacted your experience.
Oh, never mind. I don't even have a
Yes.
history bonus. Whatever. That's fine. I'll just do intelligence. Doesn't matter.
No, Will, you get int. Jesus Christ, Will.
Oh, nice.
What did you want to know about dragons?
I wanted to remember how intelligent they were. You know, Volman.
Yeah, they're not dumb.
Okay.
They're right erotic fiction.
I'm just saying that,
What? How is
his
that a
grandfather,
benchmark for intelligence?
his grandfather Volman has
Will?
You wouldn't
many,
understand.
Will?
many stories.
This dragon probably has a higher intelligence modifier than you do.
Okay. I see that it's hungry, and I guess I try to be somewhat friendly, and I just I stand my ground. I give him like a friendly wave, and I say, "Hello, noble beast." And I wait for a response.
So
Another
first off, it's
creature.
not your
I'd like
turn
to
yet.
another creature.
Blaskin's going to be the first to go, but
Okay.
your high intelligence check recalls that the chromatic dragons and not the metallic dragons are not the ones you want to run into per se. You're probably better off killing or running from the chromatic than you are trying to persuade the metallic dragons to be like, "Hey, buddy, hey, I respect you." It's
Wait,
cool.
hang on. What was the difference between chromatic and metallic again?
So the
Good and
chromatics,
evil.
blue, red, black, white, and green, are not the ones you want to meet.
Oh shit.
Sounds an awful lot like the fleshy ones are colored, and the cool steel ones are all really cool guys. Creatures made of steel are much better.
I demand that you never talk again.
Colors are evil, metallics are good.
I'll
Typically.
be right back.
Okay. Then Will realizes his mistake.
It
It's
just runs
okay.
through
All of
Will's
that
head
flashes
because
through
it's
your
not even his
mind
head.
as your pants discolored. Blaskin, you are the first up in this round.
All right, I'm gonna do an actually new thing, and I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals, and I'm going to summon the Gorilla Gang as I bring 4 apes into the fight.
What?
Yeah, Conjure Animals. I can bring 4 1/2 challenge rating creatures in one spell, and I'm summoning apes. So I swing my staff around, I do a little twirl with it, I point it at the dragon, and 4 gorillas
my
come out of the end.
God, are they allied to you?
Yes.
I summoned them, yeah. They're actually
Well-
fake creatures.
Right. Are they neutral or are they actually allied with you? That's like, are they following your commands or are they just kind of you just threw chaos onto the field?
I conjured them.
Please, this spell.
Yeah,
I'm reading it.
looking forward here.
You summon for a beast from following the peers, can convey, are friendly to you and your companions. Okay. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turn. Okay. All right. So let me give you some apes. Good thing this is all digital and I don't
Great
need
bait,
minis.
great
Whew.
Well, if this was a tabletop and you didn't have those, it's like, oh, hang on, here's the M&Ms. You put those out, and then when you defeat
Yeah,
them, you get to
exactly.
eat the enemy.
Man, you have 4 of them. Ape. 4. Well, turns out they just get an A. Oh, and they all got their own initiative. Crap.
It says you're rolling as a group.
I know. I tried to create a group of 4 and dump them into the combat tracker, and they all got their own. Here, roll me a d20. 6. Hey, that's still above Will's initiative. All right, where are you summoning them?
They. Oh, within range, 60 feet. Oh, I guess probably
All around the dragon.
all around the dragon. Yeah, I'm gonna put 1 at each corner.
Oh, nice. All right.
I don't want him to do some bullshit dragon breath and kill all 4 of them in one go. So it's like, oh, every corner.
1 at each corner. Is that? Can you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, this is all within range. Okay, fine. So they are all visible now. Cool.
I got
Do you want to move or bonus?
What is this shady stuff on the right? Is that a hill?
Hold on. Friendly, neutral, friendly. Okay, they're good. So the shady stuff on the right. So the stuff to the north is the cliff edge. The stuff on the south is below it. So this is where like you could pass around on the left, but it drops off on the right.
Okay, I will take some cover on the right, so I'm a little bit harder to hit.
BRB.
So I'm just gonna kind of right there.
Oh right, I need to lock tokens. There we go. Sure. I will say that's half cover.
Okay.
Further around and you'd lose visibility, but
Yeah.
right there is a good spot.
All right, and I'm done. I clicked the thing. Did it go?
No, I didn't actually put it on you, so now we're good. So Lucky, it has become your turn.
What kind of shenanigans do I want to pull?
Oh.
Actually, I want to see how combat goes first before I open up and just make him like nullify your entire encounter right off the bat. I did think like, okay, I'm gonna polymorph him into a bunny rabbit, and he's going to fail that save because I've got a 2 in the bank.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, yeah, I can do this. Like, hang on, I got this little bunny. We'll put its head under, or we'll.
I swear to
do
God,
something.
I'm gonna have to give every creature legendary resistance.
So I'm going to. Move
Wait, is it
also.
close enough for you to use that portent dice?
There's not a range on Portent.
Oh.
Can only do it twice a day though, so at the moment. I think I have to be pretty high level to get the 3rd die. At this, is that just kind of like a hill? Like, this area here, is that just a hill? Or what?
So at the spot where you put your marker, that's probably 12 to 15 feet of a drop.
Okay.
So it gets steeper as you go over towards the cliff on the right.
That right there is a drop off?
No, those are so both cliff sides on the east and the west are coming down to the valley.
Okay, so
you
that
guys are
goes
in.
up.
Yes. So this is the green is basically flat unless you count the 2.
Right, I just didn't know if
carves.
that was a drop off or a rise going up.
Yes. Gotcha.
I guess. Hang on, I'm measuring stuff.
You keep
Hang
putting your
on.
marker between squares.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm gonna try and position myself for halfling slug.
I see.
Sorry, the youngest come in here because her Wi-Fi got turned off. It's on a schedule thing, and she was whining about that. 'Cause, you
Sorry,
know,
Howdy, that was intentional.
Right
yeah,
back.
it's important to make sure you have Wi-Fi.
What did I miss?
I should
what
be
about
good.
Wi-Fi?
How much?
I'm going to move to about right there,
Okay.
and I'm going to fireball it, or firebolt.
I was about to say, oh my god, fireball.
And it's a miss.
Actually, no, it hits directly on its chest, but the scales just burn it off entirely. Oh, sweet. I get a multi-attack. Alright, so, being aware and clever as it is, some additional targets have shown up. So, Will, you still get to be a target. It's going to bite at you. And then claw at the apes.
So apples are supposed to go on 8.
Oh, okay. Let me give it an
I
initiative.
can't put it in there, so.
I got it. We're all good. Ooh. Bite has a range of 10. I love this. Does a 28 hit you, Will?
Just barely.
No, it's weird. That one missed.
What are you concentrating on?
Pass without trace, probably.
It says you still have the concentration effect on that you're trying to... Oh, you
he's
still
got
have Hunter's
his-
Mark up from before.
Oh, well, that's because I always have
Yeah,
Hunter's
well,
Mark
Nat,
going.
take
Uh-huh.
that parentheses C off.
I just removed his effect.
Or say it's the C that's on there that's causing it to be a concentration. His always on ability, so when he does mark something, just shouldn't have that.
I see. Wait, no, if he has cast Hunter's Mark, and somebody breaks his concentration, that Hunter's Mark should fall off, shouldn't it?
Let me check Hunter's Mark real quick.
If it's a concentration spell, yes, but if he just has the effect for when a target's marked to do the extra damage, that he may have it all as one, which is fine.
Whoa, when I hit Hunter's Mark, your spell is blank.
No, that's the one that you made. If you go to actually under spells level
there
1,
it is.
that one
Derp,
has
derp. Yep,
a
concentration.
for an hour.
Okay, so that's fine.
Okay, I don't know which one I made then.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't take that off after the last thing, so that wasn't actually supposed to be on.
Okay, so the dragon like reaches its neck down kind of alarmingly fast and takes a good like strong bite into your armor, and the teeth actually pierce in, and like as they penetrate, there's this shocking kind of energy that pulses into you. In addition, it's going to reach both of its front claws out, and one swipes at ape 9 and one swipes at ape 11. They showed up with numbers on their chests.
You got team jerseys.
Yeah, like thing 1
Yeah.
and thing 2.
So it hits... Wow, that was a weak hit. Alright, so it does some serious slashing damage to ape 9. And then... for its other claw... it also hits ape 11.
Yeah, apes don't have a whole lot of AC.
And does some heavy damage there, too. So... full frontal attack there, and all 3 hit. That was fun. I don't think that's ever happened with one of my... Anyway, next turn. Tony's up.
Also using a pretty nasty creature.
Well, let's see. What does Tony have?
Well, Tony seals on apes that go away in an hour.
Yeah, let me see. You know what? Here I was thinking I wasn't going to need to get too into Tony's spells. Let's go ahead and pull those up real quick.
Oh, hey, let's look at those again.
Let's see. Spellcasting. Okay. Nope, I have to touch a creature, so can't use that.
Yeah, social distancing, can't touch anything.
Well, when the apes get their chance, they're going to touch this dragon.
Okay, hang on. Bless up to 3 creatures. Okay, let's do a good old-fashioned bless. Okay. So Tony is going to choose. So was it? It's 3.
Remember, she can upcast that.
Yeah, I know. So if she casts it at level 2, she can do so 1, 2, 3. She can also cast on herself. How many spell slots does she have? Okay, so she's gonna cast it at 3rd level so that she can get all 5 of us.
Flip.
So,
Go for it. I love seeing the whole party show up as targets.
and bless.
Blessed. Not for the apes, though, because...
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Does she
and-
want to move or bonus?
Oh, Bless was a 30 feet range, so she actually would have needed to move to about there to do that.
I'll give you that.
Okay. And then I don't think she can do anything else, right? That was it.
Move. You can't use bonus as a spell since you cast Bless, so yeah.
Mhm. Cool. So
All right,
yeah.
that means Flint. And
Spread out.
It's bonking time.
Yeah.
Hell, kaboom.
Bring on the pain, Flint.
ooh, nice. All right, 25-foot movement. You got it. You are up in the dragon's face.
I'm bonking.
You're just to the left of its left. Or,
You just
yeah.
watch the axe go on the side of the head.
I'm sorry, Will. I must do this.
Prayed to my God to say, fuck that guy. And I said, all right, sure.
No, Will's fine.
Come on, Flint. Show me a good
Will.
roll.
All right, I guess we'll do one of these. Nope. Oh,
That's
wow.
a hit!
Bring on the pain.
Oh, bless,
It's
saved
walking
your
back.
ass.
I'm gonna re-roll that one. Thank God.
Okay, so 4 more damage. Got it.
And I'm gonna do it again.
I'm gonna do it again.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Dude.
the same roll. Okay, there you go.
That bless is saving you.
Bless is always
Oh, that
clutch.
didn't. Oh
I
wait,
mean-
that did. Okay.
I guess
Awesome,
we take
so-
those.
2 solid hammer blows into this thing. You're seeing like little chunks of like scale break off as you're hitting into like its shoulder and its torso.
You hear my hammer squeak as it hits the dragon.
More like a metallic squeal instead of
Tomato
less of a.
Well, I believe that is the best bonking I can do for now. So, there's a combat.
That was the
Best
best
bonk I
bonking. Apples. The apples.
Apple swoops in and does the help action.
Apples is gonna what?
He's
Ah,
going to help to give advantage against it.
That could only go well.
right behind apples is an ape.
All right, here we go. Ape's gonna use his multi-attack to punch him.
So two fists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have
Do
to
you
select
have the
that?
ability to roll those, or
I
is that me?
don't know. Let's.
Hey, you can target for it.
If you take one of them, if he doesn't,
Yeah, you could do it.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, totally can.
Wow. I don't know how you took control of that, but you can do it.
Just
It
double
doesn't
click
say
that.
hit or image or anything.
Oh, you rolled a
damage.
1 for damage. Nice. So 1 more fist.
Yeah, they get plus
Uh,
5. That's no joke.
No, that 16 shouldn't have hit.
It didn't. But I mean, we can't tell.
Oh,
Or at
it
least
just
I
says
can't.
fist.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's why it's not working. Okay, so sorry. The first fist did 4 damage, so let me apply that. I think I have to roll it.
Oh, now, hey,
I don't know
take one
how
of
you're
the-
doing that even.
Open the ape up, and if you drag it and drop it on top of his character in the upper left where it's got all of us listed, it should give him control of it.
Open the ape's like player sheet.
Yeah, and then like the shield, drag and drop it on his portrait in the
Oh,
upper
yeah,
left.
I just got a page for Ape 11.
Does that let you actually do damage though?
Well, see, his first
you wanna
attack
go
should
with
have also been in with advantage.
Okay, so
Just to test it
I
out.
mean his
just
first
roll the
attack hit
again.
anyway.
Could have
Buddy
been
could have got it.
Yeah, it's gonna mess up the. Hey, try attacking, because you would have used up the advantage roll. So you
Yep,
get a
there.
chance to
Oh,
do a
I got a
crit.
1 and a 2.
And there's
Okay,
the
so you used
20.
up advantage. Okay, but go ahead and roll damage anyway, because you did hit the first attack. There we go. Okay, so let me give you control of the other apes.
Oh my
Well,
god, my
it's
screen is just
technically
about to
it's
fucking blow up.
unless one dies, it's the same stats. You shouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but now it's annoying to him too. There we go. You have all 4 apes.
All right.
Do you
cool.
get to
Well,
press the down button?
Yeah. No, I lied.
All right, ape 13.
Ape 13 is gonna punch him.
Deck him right.
Oh
in the
wow, that was a good
yeah.
roll. That was a solid punch
You didn't
for
target it. Though.
7 damage. Oh yeah, he's not targeting anything.
What?
You're not targeting.
He's not targeting
Oh my
anything.
god, I hate this.
I'm just gonna drop the damage on him, okay?
Okay. Well, I still have
'Cause
another
you-
punch, so I'm gonna target him anyway.
Okay, go for
So
the
you
second
guys,
one.
everyone else is just watching these things absolutely maul this.
This is awesome.
Second one,
Can
like
you go to 814?
yes. The second one hits both punches. One looks like it lands solidly. The second one just kind of glances off the
See me just
scales.
flailing those fists. They're like
It's just a giant
target
ape
before
attack.
Oh,
you roll.
it's just a. Oh, I forgot to target. That's okay. It was a miss. Okay, let's do it again.
So one more fist. Ouch.
Nice.
Oh wait, that. Why did I see that as a 1?
I
That
saw
was
a
so
1
weird.
too. Well, what was weird when he threw the advantage one, there was a 20 laying there, and it said drop to 2, or it was weird.
All right, can you move me to 8-9?
Target.
Oh yeah. That's me,
Nope.
not the 8. Okay, there we go.
There you go. Miss.
That's a 4 and 6.
Nope.
Okay.
So you guys see this like quartet of apes that appeared out of nowhere around this dragon, just start throwing punches left and right, and every now and then one just is like it has a solid squelching punch, and the rest of them are just they're throwing all their might into him, but it's just like glancing straight off these scale armor. It's crazy. So now it comes around to Will,
All right. Well,
who pissed off the dragon by being there.
I know.
It's all Will's fault.
All right.
I mean, it's something. Anyway,
All right.
what do you want to do?
But cast a hunter's mark.
Not what I expected out of William.
Not what I expect. This is exactly how I thought this wouldn't go.
So real quick, hunter's mark. Did we come to the consensus that counts as my bonus action?
Yes, it is a
Mhm.
bonus cast.
Okay, just want to be sure. Okay.
Put your mark on the dragon itself.
Then that's just going to be a. First of all, of course, I transform Red Dawn into Primal Sun.
That costs another bonus action.
It does? What is it? Hang on. I read that earlier and it didn't say anything about. Oh wait, bonus action. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did write those words. I'm sorry, sir.
Did.
And there's why he's like, not what I thought you would do.
1,000 apologies.
Then I don't cast Hunter's Mark. Let me get rid of that real quick.
Whoa. Hold on.
Listen. I'm going to
I
use-
still see the dragon as marked, sir.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do any extra damage to it.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right, Primal Sun.
You're not hasted yet.
Yeah, I wanted to see how the first round went.
You don't have Primal Sun's effect on you yet.
Oh, motherfucker! Wait, what? Oh, that's right. I need to go to my effects first. Boom. I forgot about that part.
There you go. If you're spending the bonus action, you might as well get. Okay,
You're right.
I'm being pretty lenient on you here.
Thank you.
You want me to bring a second dragon?
Too bad that's not resist lightning.
Okay.
All right.
so-
Yes, your attack just hits. Go for it.
And
Good carve.
it's already hurt, so I'll just go ahead and throw the Colossus Slayer in there.
Nice.
Damn, nice D8.
Oh wait, why don't I have Bless?
You
Got
were too far away.
No.
Oh no, she moved up.
It was deleted off your character sheet.
Oh whoops. Here, I can add it back to you.
Is it less than
Um,
AoE? Is that targeted for players?
She targeted everybody.
Bless only helps my attacks, so it wouldn't. I already hit, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I'm not talking about that. I just wanted to know how.
No, it's you target up to 3 players, but you can spend extra
So multi-attack.
cast it higher to target more players.
Right.
There you go. Now you're blessed.
Okay, cool. Well, I still hit it, so thank goodness for that.
Yep. Wait.
Yes.
Oh, you get. Hold on. You get 2 attacks with the same weapon?
So yeah, because Whispering Knight is my offhand.
And you have
She can't use because
Because
it's a
my
bonus
offhand
action
is my
attack.
bonus, right?
Yes.
extra attack.
Yeah,
So you attack twice with the same weapon,
Is my
but you
is my
used your
multi-attack.
bonus to activate Primal Sun. So you
Yeah.
got 2. Okay, you're good.
That's right, because my offhand attack is a
Correct.
bonus action.
Right, so you attack twice with the main weapon, you used your extra attack for the second one, we're all good.
I'm just making sure because I want to make sure that I got that right because I did take the 2-weapon fighting style.
Yes.
Which I think all that does is it lets me apply my bonus to
Yeah.
my attack roll. I don't think
Yeah,
it does
you can
anything
use your
else, right?
stats on that instead of just base weapon.
Okay, cool. Then yes. So my bonus action was Primal Sun, so I didn't get to swing Whispering Knight,
Correct.
but I still get the multi attack. Although it's not technically called a multi attack, but whatever.
It's an extra attack.
Yeah,
Whenever
extra.
you attack, you get to attack twice.
Yep.
So nice. You got 2 like legitimate hits into this thing. That's the most impact anything has made on this creature so far. So we're back around to Blaskin.
I think I'm gonna bust my nuke on it.
You said you were gonna bloodlust for a second.
Bust a what?
I'm gonna blow my load. I'm gonna
All over this
me
dragon.
and target the dragon. Okay, and
Uh-huh,
I'm gonna cast Blight.
Ooh. What does that do?
A lot of damage.
With a 1, it does nothing.
Oh no!
Oh no! It rolled a 1. Oh my god!
34 damage.
Wow! It
Damn.
rolled so bad. A dragon's con roll was a 1.
I didn't do it.
So did it just take 64 for rolling a 1? Or oh no, that doesn't count for damage. My bad. I'm being silly.
Yeah. No, that was.
Anyway, that was all necrotic damage, so a shitload of its flesh just started rotting.
No, that's
Oh
in
my
that's in my
God.
Grimdark. If that had been in my setting, yeah, that would have done like maximum damage
Yeah.
and critical.
What level did you cast that at?
Well, it's a level 4
is
spell.
It's a level 4 spell.
Oh. Oh man. Hold on, I gotta go look that
Level
up now. Blight.
That's why
I wish I had level
I-
3 spells.
That's what makes it my nuke, though. It's my only level 4 spell slot. But I heard the word
That's-
dragon, so my thinker box went gorillas and the nuke.
Give him the
No,
old
that's-
razzle dazzle.
The
That was
Rochambeau.
amazing. Guys, so Blaskin's kind of hiding behind this corner of a cliff here, but you see him reach his left hand kind of over the edge and towards the dragon, and this insanely, like, the air around him starts to just grow dark and like both black and sickly green at the same time, and then coalesces around his hand and then just shoots out straight across the field and hits this dragon square in the chest, and everything around him, like, shadows appear out of nowhere and just suck into like his body and then just like, disappear into what looks like this bizarre pattern of like blood vessels across his torso, and you just see it like convulse and tighten every muscle in its corpse, which you think corpse because everything just looks so sickly. And Will's attacks were kind of flashy and cool. This just blew those out of the water.
It was either that or summon more lightning.
It's hurt. Like, it looks like it's trying to catch its breath. That's the first time you've seen a dragon be like, oh, what the fuck? So, Blaskin, would you like to move?
No, I'm feeling pretty good behind partial cover right now. I don't really want to get out from behind that after pissing this off.
Okay.
I think I can cast.
If you're using a bonus, you can only cast a cantrip.
Oh, is it? Is that how it works?
Yes,
The
you
only way
cast
can
a spell
more
as
than
your
one
main
spell.
action.
Yeah, your
So
spell
even
was
if-
the
If
action.
the casting time is a bonus action, I still can't.
No.
Oh.
If it's over a cantrip, no.
Now, if
No,
you cast the bonus action spell, then you could also cast a cantrip with 1 action cost. But any
Gotcha.
other spell is not going to allow you to do a bonus.
I'll play it in the other direction too, just in case anyone's curious. But it's basically, if a spell is your action, and you want to use a bonus, it has to be a cantrip, vice versa.
Well, never mind then. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get into full cover here. However far away I have to move to get into full cover. That's how far I want to go.
Okay, so 1 up and 1 right would be complete cover. that would be over your head. You would lose line of sight to the
I can't
dragon.
move it for some reason. Can't move me.
I lock tokens, but I can approve
Okay.
movement.
Thank you. That's where I want to be. I don't want to be in sight range. If he's going to come after me, he's going to need to move for it.
Yeah, if you pissed him off, I mean, you're pretty sure you pissed him off. Anyway, press the down arrow.
Don't do it.
Yeah, the
Okay,
dragon
Lucky.
can't kill me if I never push the down arrow, right?
Yes, we can just stay here forever. All right,
Undertale
come on,
logic.
finish our combat round.
I finger guns at Will. I'm like, get him, boy.
Oh no!
And I haste him.
Oh, man. Our Speedy Ranger. I'm gonna throw like 20. I don't know what's at him. All right. So you see Will's breathing just kind of. Lucky does the finger guns from off to the side. Oh, I forgot last round. I'm gonna retcon this. Hargul and his friends or his family are going to turn their horse the fuck around and run it straight down to the end of the cliff over here.
It's a good call.
But yeah, Lucky does the finger guns to Will. Will's breath starts to pick up, and his motions just kind of blur a little bit as his stance, because you guys are all in turn-based mode, his stance just kind of picks up in speed.
It's like
And-
what happens in a JRPG when you haste somebody. They just stay in their normal, like, idle animation going faster.
Exactly. .60-foot line. Oh. I need to make an in check. So the dragon kind of beats its wings briefly, and moves here.
Do my two gorillas and Flint get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, there's 3
11
attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, 11, 13, and Flint get attacks of opportunity.
Holy shit.
So go ahead and throw those.
You go first, Garrett.
But
You know, base attack, man. Just fling that hammer.
Roll a crit and then smite that ass.
I'm gonna jump on him.
We're going Dragon's Dogma up in here, boys.
I'm gonna pile drive it into the earth.
Just suplex the train. Just do it.
Just do it. Is it gonna be within bonking range if I stand on it? Or is it?
It's an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's not an attack of opportunity, boss. Here, Flint, it's you. Just throw an attack. Hammer to the face.
Oh, okay.
Hey, nice roll. You hit.
Yeah. I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Ooh, hey, good. 5 more.
Okay,
Okay.
my apes are ready here.
Apes.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god! For, yeah.
Oh,
It's okay.
Still.
Other 8, go!
Did that
I
just
have another attack though.
You get
No?
one attack with attack of
Yeah,
opportunity.
it's
It's
opportunity is
It's not
just
an
a
attack
reaction.
action.
okay.
So did that gorilla just do 20 or did he do 10?
It did.
It did 10. That was with the
Okay.
crit.
Yeah, the green
Okay.
die on the screen is the extra die.
That's the crit. Gotcha.
He tried his best.
All right. Yeah, well, yeah, 10's pretty good for a summoned gorilla, man.
Go for
That's a
it.
19.
Dude, your apes cannot roll low.
Did you say that they're going ape shit?
They fling two
Ouch.
at him.
Cease your insolent
Ouch.
bickering.
Going bananas. Okay.
Careful, I'm about to make Blaskin take psychic damage.
Oh my god, Blaskin, what's wrong?
All right. I just said a joke. Ow! So, let's see. Not that one. 'Cause it's 5 feet. Yeah, no, it's that one too. So it moves itself as I die. Dragon beats its wings for a second, flaps up into the air, repositions, and just takes this deep, like you see like a chest expanding breath. The scales kind of part just a little bit as you start to see some white energy just kind of glow between them, and then just blasts out this long column of intense crackling energy across the field. I need. Well, you guys are all gonna roll because I'm gonna roll.
I refuse.
But
I turn onto the ethereal plane. I am already dead.
Apes 9 and 11, Will and Lucky are going to make dex saves against a lightning breath weapon. So I think I have target. So
Oh my god, the dice! It's everywhere.
holy crap! What just happened?
Success.
Oh, my apes are not looking so hot.
Yeah, so
The apes failed, and both of
Neither
you
them
guys
with their
succeeded.
+2 dexes. I can
Oh
do
my God.
damage, but when it comes to getting hit, they always get hit.
Will with the crit save, and Lucky.
portent or
with-
the. Well, I would have made it without the die, but it put me over definitely.
Oh yeah. Actually, the bless just rolled you over. You guys rolled pretty low bless. So here we go.
Man, bless.
Oh my god!
Instant death.
Oh my god!
Apes, no. They both die.
Is that will expired? That's haste. Is
Oh,
expired.
haste expired. Okay.
Okay,
It
so
was like-
Will, your concentration effect died. Or no, sorry.
Lucky's did, except no, it
Oh.
didn't. Lucky rolled a 10. I'm using my portent die 10 to succeed on that.
Okay, fine. Will's still hasted. No,
Will's looking really healthy.
that's
over
how
there.
that's supposed to work. Do you need me to redrop that on him?
I'm putting it on.
Oh, cool. All right. Jeez, that was so... Oh my god, that was 2 d10s that rolled a 10. Well,
That's cool.
I don't know when I'm going to get that breath weapon back, but...
If you roll a 6,
a 5 or
or is it
6?
5 or yeah, 5 or 6.
Right.
Goodbye, Ape 11.
Yeah, Ape,
We hardly knew you.
Ape 11 and Ape 9 are both... Well, I'm going to die, but... there we go. Oof. Damn. Sorry, guys.
Tony, clip
He's
its
done.
wings.
He's done, so it's Tony's turn. Will?
I've been muted this whole goddamn time again.
It wasn't me this time, I swear. It was the lightning.
Did I roll a
Will's been deaf.
I rolled a critical save. Holy shit.
Yeah, that means you only took half
That's
of
awesome.
55.
Shit, man, I'll take it. Okay.
You took a serious bite last round.
I did. So I guess I'll have to do mass healing word because I don't think. Does she have anything else? What's regular healing word? That's just one, right?
A cleric, if they're in touch range, can do normal heal.
In touch range. But does she want? You know what? Fuck it, Tony.
Does she love Will that much?
Is Tony a coward? Is that what
Yes.
you're telling me?
Tony is not a coward.
mean, that's
Tony is not a coward. Where's the regular heal?
That's called
Cure
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 Wounds.
Oh, cure wounds.
At
Oh,
whatever level you
shit.
want.
Holy fuck, that's a good one. Okay.
The sound of someone who's just seen a cleric's abilities.
Except
Holy
that you
crap!
have to touch the target. That's the only bad part.
They get what?
If you can touch it.
Okay. So first, can you please move her?
No.
Thank you. Second.
Wow, she's brave.
Yeah, especially after we saw what happened.
Yeah. Oh, let me get right up in its face.
She knows somebody half dead when she sees him.
Yeah, Will is really
The
hurt.
dragon or Will?
She can tell Will is really hurt.
The dragon doesn't count as a person.
Okay, so if she does third
It's not
level,
someone.
then it could be 3d8. So she'll
Mhm.
do a third level heal.
Any
Or
pony.
cure wounds, I should say. Which is...
Did you just say any pony?
Heal wound... Where... Heal... Cure wounds. There it is.
Now it's only coded for first level. You'll have to add in the extra spell
Yeah.
levels because if you pick it up and right click to get the extra die, it's going to add in
1d8.
the bonus with it. I think.
So let me put 3 in there.
Yeah, I had to code several effects
Base.
for higher levels.
Okay, so I am going to roll...
Disawan.
No, wait, that's a... Oh, hang on. Shit, hang on, let me fix that one. So let me just add...
We're about to watch him roll 3 ones.
No, I just almost rolled 4 d8s instead of just...
Oh, 4 ones.
There we go, okay. Yeah, just 1-1.
Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Will, some of the blood's not coming out anymore.
That's a little bit better.
That's why typically I only keep healing word up because until you're higher level where you've got a spell that you can drop that can actually put somebody back up to max, all you got to do is keep them on their feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Keep,
healing...
keep playing ping pong with him.
Yeah, whatever. So, she does that,
But I got him to burn the cleric. It's okay.
and then she'll step back a little bit,
Yep.
as much as she can.
Uh-huh. She didn't
That's
use...
just what a cleric would do.
Yep. Alright. Flint.
You know the
Listen, man, I
you
don't
know the
play
bad thing
clerics,
about her
so-
doing that though.
Does anybody want to take a guess?
Hang on.
What I now have to do?
The bad thing is, did you say that it had a 10-foot reach with its bite?
Oh.
No, he's 15 feet from Tony.
She was 10 feet away.
So it means she stepped out of its threat, so it's an attack of opportunity.
Well, in that case, I wouldn't have moved her. Just put her back there then. Listen, man, I'm playing a second character, and I'm just fucking hoping for the best here. Yeah,
Yeah, but it makes sense. She runs up and then runs back. I mean,
Here's... Sorry, catching my breath and drinking some water here. Tony has never fought a dragon. You guys are, like, throwing everything you can at this thing, and then she runs up and heals you and tries to run away. Little does she know that these things can just lash out. Like, she hasn't seen it reach 10 feet yet. What's her... You know what? I'm gonna figure it out. That's a good score. Okay. So let's...
oh, it isn't going to kill her. Just waste that
It's not gonna
reaction.
kill her. She maintains her bless. Takes some impressive damage. Still up. Has a wound now from combat. Has moved out of the range of the dragon. And everyone's still blessed.
Actually got a cool scar to talk about.
I think that's maybe the first damage she's taken in combat.
Ever.
Flint, you're moving up 10 feet. You're getting close to the dragon. What is Flint gonna do?
What am I? What could possibly be in store?
I'm just waiting for you to do like the
Whiff.
critical smite combo where you do like 98 damage or something.
You think that could do that?
Not right now.
You almost fumbled though.
Hey,
Wait, you think I could? What?
I'm gonna reroll both.
Hold on. You can't reroll a 2.
I can reroll 1s and 2s. I just have to keep whatever I reroll.
Oh crap!
Wait,
Really?
Have,
Is
thought
it
it was
only
gonna be
once?
what is it? Two-handed great weapons master or whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't that require a minus to hit?
No.
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 When you can reroll the die and must use the new roll. Okay.
All right, give me 2 new d6s.
When you roll a 1 or a 2 for a damage, you may reroll. All right.
Sure. All right. That was a good
Yeah.
attack roll.
As
You have
Whatever.
a modifier
Fuck
like.
it. Whatever.
All right, so 4 more damage.
Whatever. Fuck it.
All right. All right. All right. I have to reread the notes on your ability, so I'm informed. All right, so that was an attack.
It sure was. I'm glad you were there to witness it. Don't think I can do anything else.
Last time you attacked twice.
Yeah, I attacked twice.
Oh, the first one's a miss. Man, too much stuff is scrolling by too fast. All right, help attack or help action happens from the owl, who
Apple
continues to
flyby.
bravely, as he moves up here, harries the dragon in the face, almost like he's not afraid of dying. Which means it's Ape 13's turn, who is now away from combat.
Ape 13 is just gonna jump from where he's at directly on top of the dragon. Is that like a grapple action?
It's gonna be too big for you to grapple.
I mean,
okay,
yeah,
that's fair, yeah.
that's a big target. You can hold onto its leg.
What would that do?
Nothing.
As strong as it's gonna be,
Well,
you're
he's
probably
gonna,
gonna
he's
lose
just
out
gonna
on that.
jump through the air and just punch him in the face.
He's
then.
gonna try to keep it from flying
He's gonna go
away.
right there.
Sure.
And he's gonna give him a good old decking.
Go for it, Ape 13.
Oh, where at, Scott?
I don't know why I
Oh,
rolled 2 of those.
Because you have advantage.
because, yeah,
Oh.
the owl was helping you, and you rolled a 1 and a 2.
Well, that's okay.
And the owl is disappointed in you.
That's a 16.
Well, that one hit. Okay.
Have my attacks been at advantage?
No,
it's
he
the
just
next
threw that
attack.
because it was the owl's
Oh.
turn.
4 damage. And can
Uh-huh.
I turn on that? Nope.
I can. 814.
814 is just gonna. He's just gonna stomp his tail with his fist.
Stomp with his fist.
Yeah.
Good rolls, apes. Oh my goodness. And a good
8 more damage.
d6.
And that one misses.
Ah, that's gonna miss. Yeah. Alright, that means it's Will's turn.
Unload.
Hasted Will.
It is time for this dragon to die.
Are we playing League of
Yeah, that
Legends?
was
Is
so
Will just gonna cap everybody's kills?
Yes.
Where he's the carry.
All right. So I'm gonna use this turn. I'm gonna use my bonus action for Hunter's Mark.
Oh, now we're getting tactical. Oh no.
This is my first attack, which is a miss. Second attack.
Oh no. My first
the
kill
fuck?
What
dragon.
the hell, Will?
Don't do it, Will. Don't hit him, Will.
All right. So can I have haste? Thank fucking Christ.
Ooh.
Barely eke out another hit.
Wait. What was the second double hit?
Because he gets to take another action with haste.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he has-
but hold on.
No, haste is a whole
Oh,
action. If he has
yeah.
extra attacks, he still gets those
Yes,
too.
because his action
Wait,
is
wait,
an
wait.
attack action, which is 2.
I didn't even add Colossus Slayer yet.
Wait. Let me look back at these real quick. So you rolled Hunter's Mark. It was marked attack miss, second attack miss.
That's his normal action.
and then
Wait. The normal attack action rolled 2 misses.
Right. Now he's using his haste, which is another round of action.
Yep, which is another action.
And
So
he's
my
choosing
action.
Oh, right.
attack.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why we
Whatever.
never
You
let someone
killed it.
haste the fighter.
Yeah.
So real quick, do I need
The apes are really upset that you stole their
now, Brandon? I understand that this is not as of yet an undead dragon. Do I need to add my Colossus Slayer damage before you roll to resurrect this thing, or
Yeah, hold on. Let me roll res. No, you're good.
okay?
Wait, let me see if the second dragon shows
This
up.
isn't even its final form.
Actually,
Yeah,
the
it's
Drinko
dead.
Lich using an illusion spell to look like a young blue dragon.
So, ironically, this is the first round Will had this effect after the lightning blast, but he leaps forward with one weapon enlarged and straight out in front, and the second kind of held in the background, and does a bizarre kind of double stab maneuver that
I'd like
goes
to
for
imagine.
the. Sure. Well, how about you know what? Let me roll it back.
I was just
You
gonna say,
killed it, so
I'm not
you let me
holding-
know.
Well, I was gonna say you said that the left hand was just kind of holding the sword sort of limply behind. I was gonna say maybe
Well, I assumed left was
Maybe
Whispering
I-
Knight.
yeah, but maybe I hold Whispering Knight out towards the dragon as though I'm casting Hunter's Mark on it.
You give us
and-
the narrative. Go for it.
No, that's it.
Scene.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
He holds Whispering Knight out towards it, and it's dead.
Yes,
That's how it dies.
I cast Kill Word or
Power word kill.
Power Word Kill.
He casts Touch of Death.
No, everything else was spot on. I just had to harass you. I'm sorry.
Like he's looking at the skies, watching if there's any others coming. Getting ready.
No, you guys are okay. Whoops, I'm moving the wrong volume. There we go. The young dragon bleeding out of 2 very succinct and important wounds kind of loses its momentum and energy, falls down to the ground in front of you. The Fey apes around it kind of hooting and hollering and giving cheers slowly fade into the
They
night.
stick around for an hour.
Very, very slowly fade into the morning air. You hear like this kind of hesitant clapping coming from below the cliff to the lower left or lower right, as the din of battle has slowed a bit, and Will and Tony and Lucky kind of clutching their electric wounds. Well, Will got bit, so you have actual bleeding going on, and the burn ward victims otherwise kind of survey the scene. The things have calmed down. There is a blue dragon corpse there in the middle of the pathway. Some apes just kind of sitting around with nothing else to do, so they start grooming each other, and your party. Good job. You took down a real dragon. That wasn't even like a fake one that I put in
A real fake dragon.
No.
And you know what's
They fought
crazy?
a fake one earlier.
Will would like to pop a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
I actually took healing word. I can actually
Oh.
heal you.
Oh, in that case,
No. Let him burn the.
No, Will's actually the one person that Blaskin has quote unquote adventured with at this point.
yeah.
We've done like the 2 things together.
That's why
Wait, you
just
can't see
cast-
him. You're behind a cliff.
You just do the best after combat healing spell in the game. It's healing spirit. Then everybody plays hokey pokey, stepping in and out of it, and you've got 10d6 you can throw for everybody.
Oh my god.
Healing spirit, is that something that
It's a druid.
Oh, it's a druid. Okay.
I do not have that, unfortunately.
What?
Oh damn.
That is
okay.
one of the most awesome spells in the game.
Let's see.
My cleric didn't take guidance.
Let's see. I'm looking at the cleric right now to see if she has anything better help.
Alright, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta hit the bathroom.
Well, hang on. She has level 4. Was it level?
You tell me what happened at
5
the
that
end.
she has
What's
now?
crazy though is that was the end of the second round, so that took 12 seconds.
Guardian of Faith. Nope. Lucky creature, freedom of movement, divination.
I can also cast Goodberry if anybody's hungry.
You know what? What's 20?
We're not far from town. I seriously doubt there'll be another encounter before we get to a place where we can sit.
Should we take some dragon snails for the road?
Yeah.
Let's
You don't leave a dragon corpse.
Yeah,
out
you don't leave
bleeding.
a perfectly good dragon
I
laying
just
out
gotta
here
wait
like
for the
that.
GM to get back.
Does he
to
have
me.
any magical swords on his insides?
So Tony will, in that case, fucking learn how to fucking play her.
As much as I, the player, want to loot this dragon, I really don't feel like he has anything for like Blaskin to give a shit about.
I don't know.
Maybe
Does
like a
Blaskin
dragon's
think-
tooth.
Does Blaskin think dragons are cool?
Well, dragons are cool, but more like as guardians of nature cool. And I pumped a bunch of I pumped some Corona right into his chest, man.
How dare you?
Well, what if she did a? Because she could do. Let's see how much she, Will, and Lucky are all hers. She could do a something for all of us. Let's see. Healing word. What is that? Just you touch one? Yeah, that's one person. You gotta. No, that's actually 60 feet, but that's still one person. If she did mass healing word, what would that do?
The range is actually why I took healing word instead of
Oh, but it only goes up 1d4. It would, yeah. See, it would honestly be better for her to just do that. Okay, so in that case, she'll do. Here, let's see how many spots. How many spots? She has 1/3. How hurt's Lucky?
Sorry, I stepped away for a second. What?
How hurt is Lucky?
He's at 27 of 44, but I'm not worried about it right now.
Okay. Then, so does Lucky want some heals then?
Nah,
Lucky doesn't want a quick cure wounds.
Save the spell slot. We may need it, but I don't think we will.
Okay. So she'll go ahead and in that case she'll bring Will back up because he's kind of, you know what? No, she's not going to do that. Will go ahead and burn that potion unless Blaskin wants to do something.
Lucky's gonna say, "No, don't do that. You might want to save it."
Wait, son of a bitch! Will has fucking cure wounds.
You fucking kidding me?
He's a ranger.
I forgot that I took cure. I hardly ever cast any spells.
I'm gonna fucking strangle you,
you
man.
don't.
So, what would Lucky know, knowledge-wise? What pieces of this creature would be good to try to acquire? Scales for armor, fangs for weapons, anything, blood for whatever, inks.
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
So, Will is cast Heal Wounds on himself. So,
Good job, Will. Spend those spell slots.
Well, they're only first level spell slots. I hardly use them.
I know you don't. Lucky, you are fairly familiar with dragons as a... Wait, why is it red and not dead? What the heck?
Because Will
It's
just
a
healed
Will,
it.
you just healed the dragon.
Oh, my bad.
Oh no, we're fighting again.
Oh my god, dude.
So put that 8 on you, Will.
I'm struggling over here, man.
Oh no. I'm gonna die now. Oh.
I'm out of spells, guys. I can call lightning again.
There.
Did you put your 8 on you, Will?
Wait, it's supposed to be... You know what? I'm just gonna remove it. It's fine.
Thanks.
Anyway, I'm going back through the combat track. I'm like, wait, it's alive again? I didn't do that. Will was bored. He wanted more combat.
He brought it back to question.
Round two.
Yeah,
son
Will
of
was a
bitch.
little bloodthirsty.
So, Lucky, you are fairly familiar with dragons as far as like arcane hunting targets.
Yeah.
People have tried to come into the shop that you worked at before to pass off a lot of fakes because they're so common among circles.
There.
There are
A little bit better.
common targets include scales, fangs, claws, and if you can get it, vials of blood. In that order, they are harder to harvest. So if you guys are trying to collect those from this corpse, that's going to be... first is going to depend on who's trying to work on it. You can have one person as the main and one as an assistant.
Right. So, and what skill is it going to take for that?
Based on your role, you know that medicine and nature are going to be particularly applicable.
So Tony's.
What about a hammer? My hammer seems pretty applicable.
Hammer doesn't get
So-
its own skill.
Nope.
Tony would be pretty good. She has a great medicine score. Will has a decent nature score, but
That's-
it's low.
that's-
It's,
I
His
actually
low
have
intelligence
a +4.
hurts.
I have a +4 in medicine and a +3 in nature.
Tony has a +7 in medicine.
Oh shit!
Oh, schooled robot.
Hopefully, I don't know if she does. Does she have the guidance cantrip?
Pretty sure. Let me look at her.
Now, cantrips, you
doesn't.
don't get all of them. You
Let me
only
look
get
at
what
her
she picks.
spells. Let's see. Open up. Oh, did I close the cleric spells? God damn it.
Now, you don't get all the cantrips. You only get the ones she picked. for
Oh,
cantrips.
okay.
Mhm.
How many cantrips does she know then? Because I don't know if she's increased her cantrip knowledge.
She probably has not
Okay.
gotten any new ones. It should be like 4.
Yeah, it looks like. Well, it only says spells. Doesn't say anything about. Okay, cantrips. Here we go. 7th level. She knows 4 cantrips. What does she have? She has.
I can just go to her actions tab. She has 6.
What?
Now, does she have any feats
Oh,
that may give her?
Hold
extra-
on. It's because Channel Divinity's in there, so she has 5.
But she should only have 4 though.
I know. We're
Actually, I think I'm supposed to know 4 cantrips, and I think I only know 3.
So there's balance. In the
well.
party.
So here,
She's got 5, and I've got 3.
here comes the guidance.
Blaskin. I don't think a druid can learn guidance.
Yes,
Tony
they can.
teaches it to him.
Actually,
Does Tony?
Excellent guidance.
If does somebody have it that way? Because that's an extra D4 on the skill check.
Yes.
And excuse me, are y'all familiar with harvesting creatures or anything? I asked the pilgrims if basically finding out did they have any kind of skill that might help, or are they good at this by trade or anything.
But yeah, so she doesn't
You
have.
hear Hargle back on the cart. Oh yeah, I harvest dragons all the time.
Not necessarily dragons, but just creatures in general. Could be oxen, sheep. Anatomy's mostly the same.
Yep, here's where the sheep breathes lightning.
That's the mostly part. Got legs, claws, fur, skin, blood.
I'm just giving you shit.
know.
You, if no one's going to respond, he's basically reaching out to all of you so you can leverage your different skill sets against each other and figure out, based on his arcane knowledge, you know what are the 2 most applicable skills, which is medicine followed by, what did I say?
Nature.
Yes, sorry, medicine
So
followed by nature.
Tony's ready to start dissecting.
So I would figure Blaskin assisting Tony, and then me pointing out, hey, here's what you're looking for. Here's what you want to get.
Okay, so have Tony make a medicine check with advantage from Blaskin's
But
assistance.
put your
Okay.
guidance on her first. And I can't help you with the rolls unless you just want to fail.
Okay, so advantage medicine.
Oh yeah, wait. Blaskin, cast guidance on Tony if you're taking it.
I probably will. That's a pretty good one. And I will. add
It's
that
it's
to
a
the thing.
it's a D4 bonus to anybody's skill check ever. Like everyone basically shot me in the face when I told them Bellic didn't have it.
Okay, and I have to target Tony,
Mm-hmm.
and I cast Blight.
Crap.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Can't let her be the best medicine person around.
I just gave it to me somehow, and not her.
It's
That's
not on
just the
self, is it?
concentration part. Are there 2 buttons there?
She's. Oh
No, I've
yeah,
only got
you
one.
drop the effect on you. You got to put the.
I have her targeted.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look
But
at your action
there should be
sheet.
probably 2 buttons there. One's because it's technically, even though it's only 1 round concentration, you've got the effect on you that in case you get hit, it throws concentration. The other one is to show the 1d4 skill check.
Oh, maybe they didn't code it because it says you can roll the die before or after making the ability check.
Well, there's the 2 codes. Look at the one that's got like the extra stuff in it. Don't go to the
Oh.
base one.
Oh, I should have gone to the deluxe version. I should have gotten the guidance deluxe. I knew it.
No,
you
it's
need
the
to.
spell list.
That's
It's,
the cantrip of the year edition.
You should have bought the DLC.
It's the pay to win version.
Okay.
There should be. It should be
That
listed
still only has one
twice.
effect.
On the other one?
Well, I'm looking at his sheet as it changes. Here, let me pull up guidance.
I love how a lot of our sessions end up us
Targeting.
trying to figure out why
Oh,
Fantasy
there it
Grounds
is,
doesn't
targeting
do what we want it
targets.
to do.
I have to click on the magnifying glass and change it to target targets.
No, you don't have to do that.
I mean, if you say so, but it wasn't letting me do it any other way. There you go.
To Tony. Oh, now she has guidance. All right. Tony, do you want to roll a medicine check?
Yeah, because if you drag that in there, there's 2 separate effects. One for the target and one for yourself.
Okay. So
He changed it in the specs on the spell. But
advantage,
let's just see what
medicine,
happens.
rolling.
yes.
Plus 7.
Roll
so I
me a D4.
did D4.
It didn't work.
Okay. So
okay,
19.
so you rolled a 19. Ah, damn, that's really good.
That's
Okay,
why
so
if you use in the spell list the guidance that has the T and the C in parentheses beside it, that's the one you should have in your spell list.
That's what I have now. I had to go into the magnifying glass and change it.
There's nothing to change.
I don't see that one in your spell list. That looks the same as the old one.
I put it in mine, Brandon. Look and see which one it is. It's right under Firebolt.
Yeah, hold on. Let me drop this one. Yeah, Scott,
say
see the
self.
difference between the two?
Yeah.
One has 2 effects. One has 1 effect.
So is that just from the source that I dragged it in from?
So if you go into spells, you should see
Yeah, I've got one
if
from.
you- DDPHB Deluxe and
Yeah.
5e spell effects coding.
Yes.
So the one from the spell effects coding is the one you want. Because it's the one that has the multiple effects. One for yourself and one for your target.
So I want the one from. Oh, I
5e
don't
spell
have that.
effects.
Any of the
Oh, I
spells
don't
that
have
have
that-
the
I don't
stuff
have that
beside
source
it, the
enabled.
names.
Oh, so I'm pretty sure that library is shared?
It is.
Should
I just
be.
don't have it loaded in.
Yes, you should definitely use that one. All the 5e blanks have better versions of spells because they have additional
Okay.
effects added to them.
I'm gonna delete all these out of here real quick.
All right, so he's working on his spells for a while. Tony rolled a 19. That's actually really good. So,
Yay. It's all right.
Will, if you want to write down or make notes or whatever for Tony, or in your party sheet, whatever you want, you guys
what am I
got
notating? What she
30,
receives?
30 blue dragon scales.
Okay, let me in that case, let me put that under where's the party sheet? Because I'll put that.
Just make a notes and make it public and put like party gear or something.
Yeah, can I add to the party sheet, or is only the DM allowed to do that?
Here, I'll put one in there.
Well, I can move stuff from Tony's inventory to the party sheet, right?
Don't worry about the party.
Think so.
Put it under notes.
Put under notes? Okay. So let me just make a new note then.
Here, I put one in there.
Okay. I'm just calling it Blue Dragon stuff. Okay, go ahead. So how many scales? 30?
Hold on, I'm responding to a text here real quick.
Okay.
You can't do that. You can't deliver that. That's DiGiorno.
Okay. 30 blue dragon scales.
Okay.
30. 9 blue dragon claws.
Wow.
Like White Claws?
11 blue dragon teeth. And 4 vials of blue dragon blood.
After all that fisting, we only get 4.
I
So
mean,
it's
a lot of it's
into
the ground.
Yeah, I was about to say a lot of it kind of probably spilled out.
Also, a lot of it was infected with necrotic bullshit. From the way that Brandon described it, it literally went into his body, and we saw it go all vasculated in it.
Yeah, there was a significant amount of coagulation that happened that's not healthy for a dragon.
Not with that attitude.
I have a weird question. Is there any chance we can harvest its spine?
Dragon bones. Dragon bones.
We have dragon meat to eat.
Oh yeah, we can eat dragon meat.
Did your note not update or something? I'm only seeing the 30 skills.
Yeah, no, I've updated it. Here, let me make it public again. You see, what the fuck? Hang on. What? Between the time I made it public, it got rid of everything. Shit. Okay, 30 scales. Hang on. It was 11 teeth,
crap.
right? 11 teeth.
11
claws.
teeth, 9 claws.
9 X claws. And 4 vials of
What's
blood.
this? Yes, that's the number I said.
Okay, cool. So,
All right.
do you see that?
I just see 30 skills.
Okay, well,
There they go.
lock it. I'm gonna close it.
Yep,
Where
there
did
they
I
are.
figure out the
Open it
notes?
again.
No, they're
Okay,
there
I
now.
closed. Yep, I closed it and I opened it. So there, it refreshed.
Blue dragon stuff. That's cute. All right.
I suppose if I wanted that spine, it'd have to take like a couple hours to butcher the whole body, huh?
The larger problem is the logistics of the size.
I just want to make a little staff.
You wouldn't make a staff. You would make like the column of a house.
I'd probably reinforce it with sticks on the side or something.
Just take it.
Listen,
Get like a femur bone.
Blaskin.
I
Blaskin,
know what
I've
y'all
got
are
a
saying.
Blaskin, my friend. Will like put his hand on Blaskin's shoulder and be like, Blaskin, what if when we get to the town, if everything's good, we'll rent a cart, we'll come back out, and we'll come back. We'll let the body kind of decay a little bit. Let some of the meat slide off. We'll come back for it if you really want it.
No,
that
it's okay. I don't need a dragon bone staff, which is the name of my metal band. Who is Durglaw? Oh, that's one of the halflings, isn't it?
What? Why is that?
You got to speak as that character.
Oh,
Hi, it's the DM.
It's funny, before
All
as
right.
you were typing that, Brandon, I'm like, I was thinking that exact same, like, you want slow.
All right, we got what we wanted from the dragon. Let's go.
All right.
And more importantly, the dragon didn't get what he wanted from us.
He did not finish eating any of you. He fried a couple apes. The others have since apparated back into the Feywild.
They'll be back.
Will is still alive, unfortunately. So you guys group back up with the traveling pilgrim family of the Crests.
Definitely not terrified.
No, they're more impressed. Honestly, there's a lot going on in their world in general. Not as much as you know, but
Trying to make sure
they
kids
took
don't
that
seem
in
scared.
stride. The kids just watched some awesome Avengers kill a dragon, so
Hey, you get to tell all your friends you saw a dragon, a real life dragon. How about that?
Oh my god! It was like, raw! And he was like, stab! And the other one was like, kill with magic, and then it was dead. Stabby guy was okay, though.
Yeah, actual combat does not last very long.
I
It's
know,
not like
it
in the
was...
stories.
It felt like forever, but it... That was really fast, actually. That was weird. Yeah, that was weird.
It was only a young dragon.
Do you have a snack? I'm hungry.
So you guys make your way north. You get within sight of Flint. You recognize the very familiar rise off to the right from the northward Pilgrim's Path up into Dunmorrow. The town proper is kind of hidden just over the crest of that path. But you see very familiar skies, nothing amiss in terms of sounds. You hear like some clanging of a smithy. You hear a little bit of murmur of conversation in town. You don't like... Roll a quick perception check, Flint.
Oh no.
See if you guys get another dragon.
I hope not, because I blew all my big spots.
Yeah, that was like
Another one, I'm taking back.
45 minutes ago. Nobody took a long rest. It's crazy. No, you things seem pretty normal to you. Bizarrely normal to you as you guys kind of approach the rise to town. As you come over the crest, you see what looks like normal milling about. And you spot two things which are strangely out of the ordinary to you given the current situation. You see your father heading back into the smithy off to the right in the far corner, because you're already kind of trying to con for these things just in your general perception. You see your father heading back into the smithy, and you see your mom closing the door to the temple. But otherwise, you are at the entrance to the town. There's general activity between the different buildings. There's the rest of you who haven't been here before take in a fair amount of the surroundings. There's about 2 rings of buildings around a central open square that sits in front of a very large peak that's kind of at the end of a northern mountain range. There's a couple slow streams of smoke that reach out of several chimneys in the peak. There is a large kind of stone edifice in a recessed cavern across the open space from you guys, which looks to be the entrance to the town proper within the hill. But there's 2 rings of buildings that circle the open space to the town itself. You see like a temple-looking building. You see a couple different outbuildings, which are like one's probably you would guess a tavern or a way station for folks that are heading up the Pilgrim's Path, which does continue to the north if you hadn't taken this short path up the hill. You see houses, you see some pens that look like spaces for ranchers. There's some rams sitting in spaces. Kind of, it doesn't look bustling, but there's still just like general activity happening in town, and there's a visible like element of unease on your dwarven friend. But you guys have come into town proper. You have conquered a real legitimate dragon fight, and I mean, it's like, welcome to Twin Peaks. Everything's okay.
Is that the sign out front? Everything is okay.
That's
So
what it seems
doesn't look
like.
too war torn of a land.
Yes,
I thought you
that's
said-
actually creaking back and forth in a non-existent breeze. There's a sign that just says everything is okay.
This is like some We Happy Few shit.
No, we're probably going to wrap it here, just based on time and tomorrow's Mother's Day and stuff. But if there's any initial questions you guys have, I can try to
Any
give
of
you
the
some
buildings,
initial
or if there's
beats
been
of
any
information.
kind of battle here, or combat, or anything.
If you want to, yeah, give me a roll an investigation check.
Can I roll a perception to smell something? I feel like smell would be good for this. Like smell anything that would be out of place. Like you know what? Never mind. I can't really think of anything. I was gonna say burning flesh, and I was like, no, that could literally just be like someone cooking over a fire.
Barbecue.
I can't think of anything I would actually smell for that would be out of place.
Bradley, I'm gonna send you a note here.
Okay.
Can I just walk up and touch the sign?
There is no sign. I was
Okay,
totally just like shitting along with you.
Can I touch a building?
Sure. There's, I mean, they're physical. That it's the normal buildings of the town, as far as you can
Okay.
tell. It's like you can walk up, just bonk. It's right there.
I just wanted to make
Okay.
sure it wasn't some kind of illusion.
So do we want to have the conversation here, or do you want to stop it?
I should. Yeah, I should probably wrap it here and get some stuff ready for tomorrow. But
I can pick up
nice
with that
combat,
note.
guys. You, I was curious how you were gonna rock level 7. Some interesting stuff.
I bonked it really good.
There were some impressive bonks and stabs and a crazy, creepy, necrotic ouch.
Lots of apes.
Yeah, half as many apes after a second. But...
They did their job.
They showed up and punched it. I love it.
Gang.
Ape
Oh,
gang.
You
Did they all
guys,
have like bouncer outfits?
you
Yeah,
guys
they
got
said they were wearing
the
sunglasses and they would have T-shirts on that say "security" on the back.
you guys got the pilgrim group up to the town where they're looking. They kind of separate from you guys immediately, just looking for some general respite and resources. Some folks kind of briefly seem to be interacting with them like normal, or like you would expect. So it's like, okay, cool. They're getting a place to stay. They're getting water and food and things. They're starting to share a story about the things they saw on the road. So it, Flint, aside from the fact that you don't think this should be happening, it's cool right now.
Do you mean by like everything seems normal.
Yeah, like when you left, it was not, and now that you're
Yeah.
here,
So does this look like how things should be? Is this normally how when you left? I mean, not without the war part, of course, but is this the normal?
Flint will nod.
So you're very clean people, right? I mean, because there's no grind. It's like this looks like somebody's presenting a house for guests and wants it perfect. It just seems too clean. Is this how it usually? I point out things like, look like where should be mud splattered up on the wall. There's no mud cake here.
Flint, roll me a quick perception check before we break. I'm going to leave you with this. Your town looks too clean.
Okay.
Like no one's using it clean.
So, 1 week commercial, after the break. So, stay tuned for these messages.
Yeah, this episode is brought to you guys by the Lawnmower 3.0.
By prestidigitation, keep your cities clean.
But nice job, guys. Good session.
That was
Sorry I
quick.
missed last week. Well, we had to level, and I was behind because of things.
Actually, I was talking about what Scott just put in the in the chat.
Oh, that quick.
Yeah. But no, that was good. That dragon really, especially when it hit me, even though I succeeded and it only did half damage, I was a little worried there for a minute.
I thought Will was actually just dead for a second.
Yeah. Will is surprisingly good at dodging.
You didn't even dodge, you just took half the damage.
Listen,
If you hadn't dodged,
he did better than Gohan, but not better than Goku.
if you hadn't dodged, that would have been your health points.
Although
Entirely.
Goku technically doesn't always dodge either. He can just take the hits.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch y'all next week.
I was surprised.